The porn world needs to step in and be like, with like hashtag thank you, Adriana. And be like, we don't need you to break your fucking vertebrae anymore.
Are you ready for
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. This is our one episode this week, right?
Yeah.
One episode, so we're going to smash a bunch of interviews in there. We're going to get you some Jacqed Up. We'll do some voicemails on the top five. So one big mega episode here for Thanksgiving.
Episode voicemail, fucking tit shits are with interviews are with Brian Bumgardner and Esther Pavitsky.
Little Esther Pavitsky. Who I
Pronounced.
think is the smallest guest we've ever had.
Ellie's been on
Ellie?
the show.
Yeah.
they're
Ellie
the
or
same
Esther.
exact size.
I want rough and rowdy Esther versus Ellie for like supremacy over the E name or some shit. I don't know.
Height-wise, might be Enrique Iglesias. He was pretty low.
Enrique
I've never
Not
seen
Iglesias, the other one. Enrique.
Because I've never kissed Enrique Iglesias, and I've interviewed him. I've kissed him. So
Come back to me. I forget.
This fucking guy said Enrique
Yeah.
Iglesias.
You want to start
Gabriel.
throwing
Gabriel
Iglesias.
Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Fluffy?
Fluffy, yeah, he was short.
Bro, you think Fluffy?
Are you out of your fucking
Are you a
mind? Ellie's
psychopath?
4'11".
Fluffy was tiny. We had to raise
Fluffy's
his
like
chair.
5'6".
Dude, you are a
Fluffy might be like
lunatic.
5'8".
I don't know.
What?
Let's
Bro,
I'm
Fluffy
just trying
is
to fucking
wider
know.
than they are tall.
I'm pretty sure Fluffy.
with all due respect.
completely normal sized man.
He is not.
He's 5'10".
No way is he 5'10".
I mean, the listed
he's
5'10",
On the internet?
so-
Probably 5'8".
I don't even believe that.
And technically not in the studio, but
Bro,
we did have Danny DeVito.
I think you're thinking of another person.
You must be.
No, it's no. I know. I'm not. It's definitely not Enrique Iglesias. But yeah, I remember him being very small.
we need a vacation.
He is a notably humongous person.
We're talking about the all-time smallest guest, and you picked the biggest one we've ever had. Shout out to Fluffy. That's hilarious.
Like if you ask anybody,
Madness.
do you
That
know
was madness.
Gabriel Iglesias? Their first response is the huge guy.
Yeah. Imagine someone being like, "Oh, that's the smallest dude I've ever met." The smallest guy in the history of this.
Oh, but that he's just a big fucking person.
I mean, just a big man.
He's much smaller now. He got rich, but
That's
there
amazing.
was a time where Gabriel was.
Can we get him next to anybody for me, not just him on a promo cutout?
You probably get him next to us.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking. That's what kids look through.
You're just
Well, yeah,
you are
I mean,
digging your heels
the
in here,
straws aren't even
and
close to anything.
There is no winning this one. Anyway, so we get the two interviews, and we'll get into all our usual madness. I can't believe there was no before picture. I can't believe that was the. I couldn't believe it.
What do you mean?
I kept
yo,
scrolling and I was like, oh my God, that's the after picture.
bro?
I couldn't believe it.
I wrote that, like, the joke in that blog is my experience, not my goddamn facial hair. I
know.
thought it looked good.
I know. That's what made you
I
wrote
was-
like 75,000 words on the experience, all for everyone to go, where's the after picture? Which makes it so much funnier. But not how you intended it.
Bro,
but goddamn, that's so much funnier. If you don't know what I'm talking about, John went and got his beard professionally trimmed this weekend and decided to dust off the old keyboard, get them blog fingers back working, and blog he did. I mean, painting a picture, just eloquent as fuck, details galore, just like writing this beautiful story about the experience for everyone to go, but wait, now where's the other picture? And there was no other picture. That was the after. That was after the professional trim job. And the reaction, like literally every single tweet being like, where's the before picture? Where's the before picture? That's the after picture. You're like, enough! Enough! Oh, I was dying.
Dude.
I mean, you covered every single detail of that experience except for the fact that it doesn't look like you got your beard professionally trimmed.
It's just, bro, I'll tell you what, I have been defending this company because here's the deal. What sucks about our fame, I guess, if you will, our rise of notoriety is like, it can't, like, I'd fucking say everything in that blog. I'd say where I got a cut, I'd say his name, and I don't care. Like, I'm protecting him and only him because he'll be like, he'll get mad. And like, he doesn't understand that. I'm thrilled about this. Like, I couldn't be happier that this is the way it went down. And be like people don't get jokes, but fuck it, Mendy, you kind of botched me, bro.
Mendy, fucked you good,
all
bro.
you need to do is go to my Venmo payments, and I just paid someone $20 for a $25 beard trim as a tip, and it's Mendy. Mendy, you're a nice guy. Mendy, you know what Mendy did? So actually, here's one thing I want to talk to you about this story too. Like, that's a story I would always just save for this show. Yeah. And then I was like, I kind of want to write it. But now on the show, I'm like, do I tell a story? Do we just tell it. Do we want to tell it?
Tell it.
Is that how it goes?
Tell it.
Well, I was thinking we could have someone just read it. Like,
you want to do a dramatic reading?
It feels weird to like just tell. Just
tell it again. Do you want me to read it?
I get. We're kind of figuring this out on the fly here.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Is it better to just tell a story or to fucking read a story? I think it's better to just tell a story.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to read it.
Yeah.
Well, because there's probably some things you didn't say there or things you left out, so tell it to me.
Okay.
Because I didn't read the whole thing. I skimmed it, so because I figured we'd talk about it, so you can fill in the details.
Okay.
I skipped right to the bottom for the after picture and couldn't find it.
So I was with like my mustache.
I'm gonna kick back and listen to the story.
As many of you have noted over the last few months, my mustache has gotten out of control.
Out of control.
Yeah, like I couldn't eat, bro.
Wait, let me just interrupt before you get into it. The picture is also so unflattering of
that's
you.
Intentional. Come on.
I mean,
motherfucker, you forget your blog days? You know how to get someone to click on an image? Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
The nose, the Roman nose looks like I don't know. The Roman nose looks like someone carved out a whole fat nostril. Your nostril's the size of a huge belly button. That looks like someone took my belly button and put it in your nose.
Let me tell you something, motherfuckers.
The stash looks
Nothing happens accidentally around this fucking place, okay?
Except when you think that you got a good beard trim and you didn't. That was kind of an accident. Okay, keep going.
Like, oh, you look ugly. I know I look on the internet like you look gross. I know. You fucking clicked on it. You gotta. This is what happens. Fucking Thoreau didn't have to go through this shit. They have to have nice cover art to get people to read his books. I knew I needed to get people in my goddamn blog because I knew it was a good blog. And it's like, oh no, it's gonna click. Just I got my beard cut. I had to look grotesque for you, motherfuckers.
He just compared himself to. Proceed.
What did I just watch with Thoreau reference? It's the only reason I had an author on my mind. Oh, Love Hard on Netflix.
Yes. Yes. Heather McMahon.
Yeah.
Yes.
You watch it?
Yes.
Yeah, fun movie.
I fucking love Heather.
What was it say? So anyway, I couldn't, bro, let me tell you how I was drinking smoothies these days. Oh, God. Okay? I wasn't even pouring smoothies. It was not possible for me to drink smoothies out of a glass. I was drinking them straight from the blender and then holding the blender under my chin while it dripped off and then I'd have another sip. So I knew things had to be fucking fixed.
Have you considered buying one of the mustache blocker thingies?
No. What's this? Just because I haven't heard of it.
It's like a little metal thing that has hooks on either side and it hooks to your cup. So then when you drink it, it like blocks.
Oh.
It's called the whisker. Yeah, that's the premise though. But like, so that one's built in. But imagine like if you just had a little stainless steel thing that you could hook onto your solo cup, and then it blocks all the mustache guard. I was gonna say you could probably sell them, to be honest. You'd probably just for everybody with a mustache out there, buy the Feidelberg mustache guard.
I could get into that.
Yeah.
Something a little savvy.
Let me get you the exact. Someone sent it to me and said this is for Feidelberg, and I was like, okay.
But so I decided I was like, I gotta get this fixed before Thanksgiving. This is a mess. And I'm just exceptionally self-conscious about my facial hair or lack thereof. Right. And I know I need to get it.
The whisker dam. Sorry, whisker
dam. And I know I need to get it like. I've just always been scared to walk into a place and be like, I want to cut my beard because I feel like everyone's just gonna laugh at me. I just want to be like, hey, can you just clean me up?
I feel you, but also, as always, you have to remember there are so many more ugly people out there who are so much worse off than you.
Yeah, I know, but I guess it's probably like I'm sure it's what a bald person feels walking into a hairdresser.
Sure.
Where I'm like, I just like
Cut what you got left,
yeah,
you know?
I just want to get this a little shape it up. So I knew there was a barber shop on Greenwich Ave that I walk by all the time. So I woke up Sunday morning and was like, today's the day, baby. We're going to do it. We're going to fucking make it. I literally, I said this in the blog, some things I think people think are joking. I literally intentionally didn't masturbate. Because I had to keep my testosterone in me. Like, all right, baby, here's it going to be. I woke up with morning wood and was like, fuck it, I'm going to let this go down naturally. Because I need every fucking piece of man inside of me to work up the confidence to go ask another person
To trim your hair.
To trim my hair, right? Then I boxed. Then I did light boxing. I'm like, okay. And I was like, all right.
By the way, did you see that Mike Tyson said the opposite of that?
What?
Mike Tyson said he always fucked before he fought.
Yeah, I did.
That
see
makes so much more sense to me. I got like the rubbery legs thing, but like boxers going out there with a loaded gun never made sense to me. You're gonna get reckless. You're gonna be stupid. You gotta be thinking clearly. So this guy's going out to get his beard trimmed with a sack full of cum like a maniac.
Well, and guess what? Guess what happened?
You jerked off.
No, it
You're
just
jerked off in a barber
things
shop.
went pretty haywire because I was not
a sack
focused.
full of cum.
Bro, I walked into the first barbershop thinking, like, I was like, I planned it. I was like, all right, at 12:30 I'll go out because at 1 o'clock men are watching football.
Right.
So there won't
Naturally,
be a bunch of people.
Right. You'll just go there. There'll just be a bunch of gays and women getting their beard. You know?
In a city of
you
9
go out.
million.
You go out in the streets and there's no males anywhere
Not
because it's football time.
Not a fucking shred of facial hair anywhere to be found. Just there, any hair on a face in Manhattan is covered in buffalo sauce right now, and so I go in, and the first barbershop I walk into on Greenwich Ave, yeah, full barber chairs. It's a Sunday afternoon, and the two dudes were like fucking like. I mean, they looked like they were
Big beers.
They looked like they were brawny ads.
Yeah.
And I kind of just
That's tough.
I panicked and was like, "Take walk-ins," and then they were. I was like,
what?
Like, what? He goes,
Do you take walk-ins?
He goes, no, we full right now. And I was like, okay, thank you. And he's like, wait, I can take in 10. And he's like, saying 10 minutes.
It's like, have you ever done this before, you asshole?
But I found one hurdle, you know, like, oh, it's a rainy day, can't go to the gym.
Yeah, right.
I was like, they're full, I have to wait. Never mind, I have to leave. But I had taken my headphones out to talk to the guy.
Yeah.
I got to show you how this went. This was so bad.
Oh, God.
And I had taken my headphones out to talk to the guy. And so I was like in the middle of putting them away.
Uh-huh.
But then I was already kind of putting them back in.
Yeah.
So I was just like fidgety and kind of fumbled it.
Oh, God.
And I dropped it.
Oh, no.
Right? But I wanted to keep my exiting momentum going.
So you tried to like scoop as you go?
I
Like a fumble? Like a scoop up fumble rather than falling on the ball?
Bro, and I ended up hobbling out of the store going like this.
Oh, my God. I am embarrassed to do the show with you. I cannot believe I know you.
Bro, I looked like fucking what's his name?
Like a hunchback, like Quasimodo.
What's
Like
the thing from the fucking Lord of the Rings?
Gollum. Yeah, hobbling around. My precious. Walking like a.
That's when my beard trimmed. Sorry.
What an absolute asshole you are. Okay. So now you're leaving this place?
So go on. Now I'm
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
And I'm just on Greenwich Ave, and I'm like, John, you gotta get together, baby. Like,
And by the way, you're wearing your kimono?
No.
Okay.
And I knew I needed to get myself a little confidence up. So I decided it's time for some retail therapy.
go
Just keep
shopping.
walking on down Greenwich Ave, hit 6th Avenue, went down to Bloomingdale's. In Bloomingdale's, just looking for a sign. It's like, good Lord, please help me feel like a man again. And
I love like what set out to be your big masculine afternoon. You end up in Bloomies.
Yeah. Got a medium brown bag. and so like a shining light is this fucking winter kimono. And I was like, that's it right there.
That's the one.
That thing looks fucking beautiful. So I buy this bad Larry inside. It's gorgeous.
And what exactly is it? I see some clouds. Is that a mountain on the other side?
Yeah, I'd say it's some Japanese shit. Is technically what it's called.
Yep.
And then I went to All Saints and I got another animal print jacket.
Sure.
And And then I was like, all right, I'm feeling like a man again. I have a wool kimono and a animal print jacket.
And a disgusting beard.
I have officially enough testosterone to go to a barber shop.
Sack full of cum, a kimono, an animal print jacket, and an ugly beard. I am a man. I am all that is man. Bow before me. Okay. So now how do you find? Are you just walking? Do you find a new place, or are you looking places up?
So now I'm walking, and again, like a sign from God, I bump into the mobile barber shop right off 6th Ave. It's like it's a short bus.
Okay.
And it's people with retarded beards. And so I was like, all right. And I gotta stop in front of it, and they have a sign in front, and it's like personal consultation plus oil treatment and a beard trim, $25. I was like, that's fucking primo. And I'm kind of, I could see inside the short bus, there were 2 barber's chairs, and they were both full. And I was kind of just pacing, like, all right, come on, man, just stick your head inside this bus and have someone cut your hair. And I'm like, all right, come on, you can do this. And it turns out I could not do it. So I walked again, and I stress ate Wendy's. Bro, I went into a Wendy's on 6th Avenue, and I was just like, you gotta get together, bro.
You were that afraid?
I'm eating a chicken sandwich, fucking hammering a Frosty. It's getting caught in my mustache.
Naturally, yeah.
And I was like,
you were too afraid to just ask the retard bus if you get a trim?
I'm gonna if I'm gonna start doing barbershops, I gotta start with a real one before I'm hitting mobiles. Right? And so I'm like, all right, fine. And I'm thinking about how everyone in my family's gonna laugh at me if I go to Thanksgiving looking like I'm looking. And I was like, I gotta just do it. I gotta do it. So I started walking home. I get to the West Village again. I pop in barbershop. Mm-hmm. I happen to be by the Stonewall Inn, and there's one right next door to the Stonewall Inn. It's where Mendy works. Whatever. I'm just saying the place at this point.
Yeah.
And I had a fantastic joke in my fucking blog that not many people seem to get. At least no one tweeted at me, hey, that was a good joke. But I said that it was right by the Stonewall Inn, where manly men had famously gone to lose their beards. Yeah, fucking, you don't even know.
No, I don't get it. What does it mean?
Stonewall Inn is like the location of like the gay revolution.
Oh, yeah, that's gay shit, dude.
Yeah, where you go lose your beard.
Yeah, well, if you don't know the deep facts of the gay revolution, you're not gonna get that joke.
I think the Stonewall is a pretty famous one.
Yeah? I've never heard of that in my life. What is it?
Stonewall Inn. It's like where like the bar, where like what I don't know what started there, but I know it's
they refused to leave when cops were trying to kick them out, and like it started a whole giant like riot in the streets.
Where the fuck were you on this one?
You just said it quick.
I think I just cut to myself, and there's no camera, so apologies for the black there for a second.
Nick was embarrassed to show his face. And so I go into this place, and I walk in, beautiful receptionist, and I was like, "Hey, I'm wondering if you guys take walk-ins." She's like, "Yeah, we can actually take you right now." I said, "That's perfect." Put down my 2 shopping bags, my medium brown bag, and my All Saints bag, and I'm taking off my scarf, and I go, "By the way, it's just gonna be just a beard trim." Pregnant pause. She goes, "Oh, okay, we can absolutely do that." like that reaction you have when you did it naturally and then you're quickly trying to cover things up, dude. And she offers me an espresso. I said, "No, thank you. I'm a fucking man with a beard. I'll drink espressos like a Nancy." And she then Mendy comes and gets me, and he goes, "So what are we doing today?" And I was like, honestly, man, I've never done this before. I don't even know I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just trying to get my beard cleaned up. And he goes,
I don't think that's that like foreign of an idea though. If someone came in and was just like, "Can you clean up my beard?" Do people really not do that?
Not with beards like me, apparently, because Mendy hit me with the okay, we can absolutely do that.
Let me see how high I can go.
And then so he goes, I'm like, yeah, like I don't even know what to say, just trim up my beard. And I swear to God, he looks at me like this. He just goes, "But you want it to look like you have a beard." And I was like, come the fuck on, man. Like, I am hanging on by a thread at this point. He goes, yeah, but you want to look like you have a beard? I just went, yes, please. So he leads me back, and I don't think he leaned me back right, because the thing your footrest is supposed to be on, maybe he did, I've never done this before. Like, it was like resting my feet on a knife's edge. Like, it was one little thin piece of bar, but I didn't correct him because I didn't deserve it. And so I'm laying there.
Just like flexing your legs.
Bro, complete flex. Like just a full. I had
totally comfortable.
There are 600 muscles in the human body. I had every single one flexed. Just nervous as hell, mid anxiety attack, panicking, right? Just begging the guy to turn into Sweeney Todd and slit me and be like, end this for both of us. You know I don't belong here. I know I don't belong here. Get me the fuck out of here. And then he's rubbing a trimmer over my face. And you ever trim? You ever vacuum a rug that was clean and occasionally you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him shaving my face, dude. Like, it was just like, occasionally you heard a hair get cut. like, very just a bunch
individual
of
hairs.
just a bunch of motor. And then as we got done, and he lifted my chair up. He fucking goes, give me a tussle. like an uncle does to a kid.
Like, you little kid.
Good job, first haircut.
The only thing that would have made this better is if you were in a fucking little fire engine. You want a lollipop? You want a lollipop? You were such a good boy. You were such a good boy. Oh my God.
It was.
How long did it take? Like
the whole day?
No. Like the cut, like 25 seconds?
20 minutes,
Yeah.
probably.
20 minutes?
I don't, yeah.
Did not take 20 minutes.
Probably, yeah. Oh, look,
trim your beard?
Look, it felt like a goddamn eternity. 20 minutes. 30,
you don't grow here, do you?
Not really,
Like it's not like he needs to shave or anything. We were literally just trimming the hair.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like, he didn't do shaving cream and razor or anything like that.
No, he
right?
did that.
He did do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that
And then he did the eucalyptus, the mask.
Okay, I got it. So there was the experience. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like it always did.
It doesn't look like
No, but it actually in person looks better.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm wearing the wool kimono. Did I say that? Oh yeah,
Yeah. It looks in person looks much like cleaner. Usually it's all over.
Yeah.
You know? The picture was not a good one.
It was fucking. It was a day, man. It was not a fun day. I've honestly, I can't tell if I've been having.
You know what the problem is that weird, like, is that a scar?
Where?
That like strip right there where your mustache ends? Right there. That white strip.
I don't even know.
Look at me now. That's your right side? Yeah, no, I don't know. That sometimes I have a couple spots, but they're like underneath, like right under here.
Yeah, it does look there's like white spots. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, because I have some scars like on my chin from like when I fell as a kid that like they're small, but they just don't grow hair because they're scars, but they're not like. But you see like.
I
that
do want to
patch
be
there,
clear.
like underneath the ear, looks like it.
Yeah, Kev. I know my beard stinks, but I
but
I got one of those Instagram things to get a better beard. So get your jokes in while you can, motherfuckers. I'm not going down like this forever.
You need a full grooming line.
I'll get a fucking facial hair transplant at this point. I don't give a shit. If that technology exists, send me a link. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna go
get the
back
Tom
in there.
Brady on your
be like,
face.
hey, Mendy, I hope you got fucking head trimmers, bro. Mendy was a very nice guy. If you're listening to this, it was a nice experience. I'm sorry, I'm prepubescent.
Did he say anything about your mustache? Was he like, but your mustaches?
He said the important thing here is the mustache, almost as if to be like when
Not a total lost cause.
Like when someone's
99% disgusting.
someone's been in a horrific car accident, they'll never walk again. It's like, but the important thing is you're alive.
You've got your health.
Like, really? Because it feels like a lot of other fucked up stuff happened.
like you're getting divorced, you've lost your job, but like you have your health. That's what's going on here. Don't worry, you're not dead. You're not a dead body, but everything else sucks. Wow. Well, I'm sure there's some guys out there who can relate, John.
The six of us.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm sure there's definitely plenty of guys who want to or try to grow beards who can't. And then there's definitely some guys out there who are just terrified to, do anything or ask for anything or go anywhere.
The too long didn't read of that story is it's such a fucking nightmare in my head that I spent $700 on clothes to work up and ate a value meal to work up the courage to ask someone to cut my hair.
To ask someone to do the job that they want people to ask them to do.
That's the nightmare of my head, day-to-day basis.
And probably even better than that, they probably like charge you like full price for like just the beard trim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're probably a dream customer.
Yeah. I'm the guy getting delivery from the restaurant downstairs.
Like, same money for me and half the work.
Yeah. More money. I had no idea it was a tip on a beard
So
trimming.
you just doubled it.
I tipped him. It was $25. I tipped him $25.
Yeah. Knew that was coming. 100% tip. Why not? God. To be like you're the greatest mark of all time.
Oh,
Like if people could like know that about you and harness that, they could, you know. It honestly is like the Will Ferrell and Paul Rudd, the Shrink Next Door. It's like Paul Rudd notices that Will Ferrell is just this mess of a man that he can take advantage of in every possible way. And if anybody knew that consistently, it was around you, they could just take you for all you're worth. Like the guy who sold you that fucking apartment in Atlanta.
well, hold the fucking phone, brother.
Here we go.
Because I just got an offer last week for a new spot in Rock Hill, North Carolina.
The portfolio expands, baby. From sea to shining sea. It is Feidelberg Manifest Destiny, baby. We're getting another spot.
Bro, think about it.
I think you have to.
No
matter what, this could be the worst investment
I'm
in the
now
world. You
becoming a
have to.
slumlord for content.
So yeah, I like Barstool. Who's your favorite character? Who's the guy who owns tenements all over the country? That one, I like him. But Feidelberg, yeah.
I'm gonna do
You're
it.
gonna be you're the first like Barstool landlord.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your gig.
Charlotte area, not far. It's actually wait, by the way, it's technically in South Carolina, but it's Metro Charlotte.
That's a good one. It's North Carolina, but it's South Carolina. Don't worry.
Yeah. You ever wanted to live by a capital but in a different state? I got a spot for you.
Is this the same guy? I'm
Love
assuming?
Charlotte, hate North Carolina.
Yeah, look at that. It's right on the state line.
Perfect.
Right through the middle of it. You could go do a little video where you're like, I'm in North Carolina, I'm in South Carolina.
Best of both worlds. Everything you love about North Carolina without the frills, but also the down home living. Look at the.
I don't care.
This is right.
I'd rather. Yeah, look at that, man.
Currently right.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Totally, dude.
Coming in, baby.
How much?
Huh?
Are you buying this?
I'm not buying it. I'm investing in it.
You're doing great though, babe.
Yeah.
You're thriving. You got a new piece of property.
Living the
you got
life.
A new
I haven't
beard
done
and a kimono.
I have to talk to my financial advisor first.
Yeah. You got to do your due diligence.
Check to make sure he hasn't died of COVID yet.
The kid, aside from the fact that that he got disinvited from Thanksgiving, the kid is just absolutely thriving.
Is it clear to people listening to this show that I'm absolutely falling apart?
Yeah, check your mentions.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, I can show you some DMs.
And so, if you need some help, John, there's always BetterHelp. They are always they're always there for you, where you can get online help at the drop of a hat. Like next time you're having a meltdown while you're trying to get a beard trim, you can text or call or video Skype with your fucking therapist. Next time you are getting swindled of your money to buy properties south of the Mason-Dixon line, you can get on the phone with your therapist immediately. Next time you're about to buy a $700 kimono, they've got you covered.
This is $300.
$300 plus the other shit, which is like $400. BetterHelp.com is all of the good of mental health help with none of the bad, meaning you don't have to go travel to somebody's office. You don't have to sit in the waiting room and listen to those sound machines and do that awkward thing where you see other patients at the fucking elevator, and it's like, what are you here for? What are you here for? And you don't have to see anybody except you and your doctor. Whether you want to text with them, you could call them, you could video chat with them, whatever form of communication you want through technology, they got you covered. And it's totally up to you. The best part is you can find a doctor for your customized online help within 48 hours. So you don't have to worry about, I can see you next month. It's like, well, I'm in the middle of a crisis, so, next month's not going to work.
The mobile barbershop will be on who knows where by then.
I can see you in May. No, I don't think so, Doc. May's not going to work for me. Go to betterhelp.com, betterhelp.com/KFC, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours and get 10% off that first month of help. That's betterhelp.com/KFC. And think about it as an investment, John. Why invest in everything else but your mind? Why invest in North Carolina but not your own brain?
South Carolina, Kevin.
South Carolina, excuse me. The Charlotte metro area. Excuse me. Go to betterhelp.com/KFC.
I'm so mad I brought this up because now I have to do it as a joke.
Yep, oh, absolutely. I mean, just right back. Yes.
Yeah, man.
You're in. You're totally in. What do we got? Black Friday is this weekend. Cyber Monday. We've got hats. We've got hoodies. We've got Sad Boy. We've got Moon Man. We've got sneakers. We've got accessories, jackets. I mean, this is our biggest Black Friday ever, I would think, right?
We have everything.
We have, everything, dude. We have sweatshirts and shit we got the Knicks Bing Bong
I've been
shirts.
wearing these hats nonstop. I didn't realize these hats aren't on sale.
They're not?
Yeah, people are like,
They will be though, right?
Yeah, I was like, when people would tell me, where can I get that hat? Like, in the fucking store, you dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not on sale. They will be on sale Black Friday.
Black Friday's coming, yeah. All that Sad Boy shit, all on sale. The blue and this hoodie people have been asking me for 2 years. We're finally selling this one. I think we got a couple ugly sweaters if you're into that. Sad Boy jackets, like I said. Restocking
Sad Boy,
everything.
the anorak is sick.
Yep, restocking all the old stuff. So all the plush hoodies, all the color block hoodies, the Sherpa jackets, robes. New boxers are on sale. The Moon Man lounge pants, the Moon Man joggers. I mean, the koala hoodies. We got a new one on sale. That you got the hoodie. You got the Feidelberg lookalike on the back. If you want one on the front.
Oh, we had a ton of Taylor Swift stuff too. Yeah, Taylor Swift
Yeah.
and Adele stuff. Fucking buy all that
because that's gonna
stole
go
from
soon.
us.
Yeah. I am Adele. How about Adele just flexing on Spotify, getting the shuffle button removed?
Yeah, which is such a weird thing.
It's so dramatic. It's like,
It's-
shut up. I
it-
don't want to listen to 30 of your songs in a row.
See how long it is?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it because all I've listened to is Silk Sonic. It's so good.
I think 30. I think it's 30 songs.
30 songs is too many songs.
Too many songs.
And what was the other thing I was gonna say is that it's not like Spotify invented the shuffle.
I might have lied because it's just called 30. I don't think there's actually 30 songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, there's 12 songs.
Oh,
It's just called 30.
A very manageable number.
I thought they were saying 30 songs. I was like, fuck that. Yeah, no 12 songs.
But it's not like Spotify invented the shuffle. Like when you got CDs, you could skip to the songs you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's not like
right. It's not like you're locked into
on
going 1
vinyls,
through
you
12.
could skip to the songs you wanted. It was a
That's
little
a
more
real
difficult,
bitch, though.
but
You gotta sit there.
it's not that hard.
You can just see where the lines are.
Yeah, it changes pretty drastically.
Listening to a record player, I would want to set on fire. I would hate you so much. It's a miracle we even do this show together. You ever think that if we didn't meet when we did meet, if you were like new Barstool and you came in like this, I'd probably hate your guts.
Really?
Probably.
I find myself to be very gregarious.
That's not what I said.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd be gregarious. I would just hate you. If I had...
I find gregarious to be a very likable quality. Gregariety.
Is that your word of the day?
Well,
Gregarious?
gregarious
No.
means you're very talkative and outgoing, right?
Yeah, that's a
doesn't
likable
necess-
person.
No. You could
There's
be,
no one who's gregarious
you
who
could be
isn't
an
likable.
outgoing person who I don't like.
I find gregariousness is often attached to likable people.
You're probably right, but you can be a gregarious hipster asshole, and I'd be like, that's a hipster asshole.
I'm not a hipster asshole.
You look like one.
Why?
You're wearing a fucking kimono and corduroy top to bottom with a hipster mustache.
Mendy loved my corduroy pants. Mendy literally
We
complimented
need to
him.
do like a
He
Marvel
said,
what if.
He said very cool.
Well, then you know. Then you must know. And you got sun in your hair. I would hate you, sir.
Yeah. Well, that makes two of us.
That would be a good what if. What if Heidelberg and KFC never got together? What would happen? I don't know what would have happened.
I don't know.
Probably would have just both been failures.
I was gonna say I probably wouldn't be working here.
We'd be like dead in the gutter.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. I'd have a different job.
Like if I probably wouldn't like I don't think I would have like
think
done
I'd be
the
a line
podcast. A line cook?
Yeah. I'd probably be a line cook in Martha's Vineyard.
Sure. You'd probably be happier.
Probably.
Yeah. You wouldn't own two sweet pieces of property though. Yeah. So
When we're in negotiations.
don't jinx it.
Bro, it's also
jinx it.
just so perfectly like fucking serendipitous that there's also something ridiculous about this one that it's in the Charlotte area,
But it's in South Carolina. I love it.
If it was just in the Charlotte,
I don't want
if this
this
was
guy-
just in the Charlotte metro area of North Carolina, I'd be out.
No. If this was in North Carolina or South Carolina, out. But it needs to be so that anyone interested has to go, oh, I can't wait to live in North Carolina. Well, wait.
You're 30 minutes from Charlotte.
But you're in South Carolina. And then they're like, wait, what? No, listen. You're really close to Charlotte,
It's a
North
border
Carolina.
town. Not
but
many
you're-
people know that.
You got to find out if South Carolina just has better taxes or something, and then just
Yeah, there's got to be some
You
stupid
want to live
reason.
in North Carolina
But the
with
fact
South
that
Carolina
you're like,
taxes?
you're not in Atlanta. You're not in Charlotte. It's perfect. Just keep finding me stupid, annoying places. Like whoever this is, be like, just keep finding me places that are hard to describe, sir.
Give me places that are funny. I'll invest every
I'll
time.
buy all.
All right, now I have a few things I want to get through today.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think. Okay, I have one that's a big one. We'll save that for another day, I think. This one I think you're going to want to get into. I might have you read the article first. It's a long one. So you're probably not going to want to read it. It's about the DNA stuff that we always talk about.
How we're getting framed for murder?
It's something like that. I'll go through some topics and you tell me if you're interested.
Let's go.
Okay.
You throw them out, and I'll see if I'm picking up what you're putting down, baby.
Okay. The DNA thing I just mentioned.
Right. So, but am I into it in what regard?
Well, so this is about DNA testing being used for crime solving.
Right.
And it was a very long article recently. And it was like, honestly, like it's one of those. Not often do you put down articles 3 separate times before you finish it, but this was took a couple of shits reading this one. And but it was so I'll give you the intro here. 1983, I believe. There's a murder in Seattle. Okay, brutal murder. Guys, it's near a prison. Guys found head caved in. They don't know who did it. Later, the body's unidentifiable. The head was so fucked up.
Yikes.
And then a father hasn't heard from a Canadian father who sent his son out looking on like a work trip. Says, I haven't heard from my son in 4 or 5 days. I think that might be my kid. He was in this van with this woman, his girlfriend. Can you do a look for that? They find the van. She's raped, killed inside. Murder kit inside, and they've decided there's a killer. Obviously, it's him, it's them. There's a murder. 1983, that happened. Still unsolved. It's like a small town. So
Wait, I'm sorry. The kid who got his head caved in is also a victim of the murder?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't raped, but
So it's a double murder.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And so small town. This is a cold case, but pretty actively worked for the last 40 years. I don't know 30 some odd years.
Yeah.
There's this new company called Parabon, where they finally reach out to this woman. Cece Moore is her name. She's the CEO, I believe, of Parabon, or she works there. And they say, here's all the DNA we have, because there have been a lot of inventions in crime solving since '83, and here's all the DNA we have. Here are all our files.
Sure. How
How can you help us? She says, I will have you the killer by the end of the week. 3 days later, she calls him. She goes, here's his name. He was not in the list of, there were 30 years worth of suspects. He was not in the list of suspects, lived right in town. That was the Dateline thing that I watched, is you there's just so many
people who have put their DNA out there that like even if we don't have necessarily your DNA, we can at least narrow it down.
Currently, there's 68% of America is their DNA is identifiable. It will very soon be 100%.
And how?
Because
why?
because of family members doing it, like
so like I don't do my whole family does it like they have my DNA basically.
Yeah. If you have they're going off like second cousins. Like I would guess everyone around here we're done. Because
I have basically the same DNA as my brother, my sister, my cousin.
Yeah.
Even my cousins and shit.
Like second cousins. They can tell they could tell. I forget exactly.
So like my dumbass dad spit in a fucking cup.
Your dad did?
Yeah, so now I'm done.
You're toast. Yeah. I think you can go back. I would guess
now I can't fucking murder anyone, Dad. Fuck.
But the interesting thing I found, there are a few things I found interesting in this.
This is some like what's that one with Tom Cruise? The precog shit.
Minority Report.
I mean, they're just gonna be like, they're gonna just start throwing motherfuckers in jail left and right.
Well, that was the issue. That's like, they're fucking so cowardly, I guess would be the word. Like these DNA people, where like they just keep moving the goalposts on what's first like ethical. First it was you cannot use it. It is unethical. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, well, maybe we'll do it for murders. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, well, maybe we'll do it for rape. So like then it was like cleared for violent crimes. They'll do it, which like I get.
Sure.
I get why it's a very fluid line.
Yeah.
But the one that like really opened it up, I believe it was in Texas. An old woman was in a church playing an organ. Okay? Mm-hmm. Someone ran into the church, choked her out real quick, and then left, which is an objectively funny crime. Yeah. Like, that's just fucking hilarious.
It's a rough Sunday.
To just
it's not how she thought that day was going to go.
Run into a church, choke out an old woman.
Little cross-faced chicken wing and make her tap out and get the fuck out of there. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Give her the guillotine and get out of there. Yeah.
But I mean, that's honestly, that's probably the funniest violent crime I've ever heard of. Just choking out an old woman. But then that one, like, they really opened it up. Where it was just like, they're like, we gotta find this guy. I don't know why. I don't know.
An old woman.
I don't know, like, who fucking cares?
Who gives a fucking old woman?
We gotta find this guy. Like, it's opened up for everything now.
Yeah.
But then what they did was they opened up all the DNA testing, but when opening it, like, it can all be. Like they changed, they kept changing the rules on the website, and like after people were already in. But this rule change, what they did was they automatically unsubscribed everybody basically. So your DNA can be used to solve any crime, but you have to subscribe into that. And then they unsubscribed everyone. But now,
so they've got your DNA, but they can't use it because you're not subscribed.
If you had previously given it. Now, if you give it, now you're agreeing to those terms.
Yeah.
So now it's like
so it used to be like I just want my DNA for like I want to find out my family tree.
Yeah.
You know, you're not allowed to use this for crime. And now it's like if you get your family tree, you're also in the database.
You're in everything.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. That like if you're gonna be dumb and do this, we're gonna you can't be like because there's just no way. The authorities, the government, whoever is going to be like, we've got their spit sitting right there, but we can't use it because they didn't click a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to be like, no, we're fucking doing it.
But then also
don't do this shit if you don't want it to happen.
What this has found out is that it has found a level of criminal that people didn't really know about, that people assumed didn't exist, which is the
like the one-time murder people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just like the one-time, like not crime of passion, but kind of just like. I did something.
Wanted to try it.
Yeah.
People assume that they escalate and keep going, and like no.
And those guys
rape and murder once.
And they think boy, talk about a raw deal for that guy who's just like 30 years later thinking he's on easy street. Like I got away with it. And then it's just like, bro, knock, knock, knock. We caught you.
When they got his DNA.
Honestly, if I'm that guy's lawyer, I'm going to court, and I would be like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I mean, this kind of fucking sucks, right? Like, my defense would be this sucks. Like, he got away with it fair and square. And everything's been good for fucking 40 years.
Yeah, good behavior. Get him off on good behavior. 30 years
of good behavior. This is time served, all right? Like, 40 years of good behavior. This is unfair. This is like, this is cheating. This is cheating.
You can't use DNA. That's bullshit.
He's like an ineligible receiver or something. Like he went out of bounds and then came back. Like, no, come on. We just can't. This sucks. And if I was in the jury, I'd be like, this sucks.
Right.
This fucking sucks.
Making a solid argument here. The
one-time murder is an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Like
people just assume it didn't happen.
And that makes sense where it's like, it doesn't make sense. Don't get me wrong. You're still fucking crazy. But the people who want to dabble in drugs and you fuck somebody crazy, you have a one-night stand, you drop some acid, you smoke crack one time, you hop on a plane and fly somewhere, you can get talked into anything. And then also, why not the anger side of you also does that?
But it's not like I get passions. This is there was a murder kit in the van. Like this was like a plan.
What is a murder kit? I don't know what that is.
Like
zip
tape
ties and all that shit.
rope
Yeah.
and,
So he planned it all out and just murdered one time.
Yeah.
And
because they got it
because
when they got his DNA originally back in the day, like his semen was on their pants and all that stuff.
Idiot.
And they ran to the database, nothing. Never been arrested for anything else.
Because he's a good good citizen otherwise.
Right.
And they think it was and there was no connection to these people. Just crime
they were from Canada. They were from Canada. They were down I forget. It was a guy and his daughter, a guy and his girlfriend picking up something for his father at work. I don't remember exactly what his father did, but since they were driving a white panel van, I'm guessing it was some kind of construction or something like that. Picking up some kind of supplies.
I mean, it's almost like you learn to never judge someone where it's like, there are people who might be alcoholics or drug addicts or weirdo, kinky people, whatever. And you're like, oh, I would never have guessed it. They're like a normal person otherwise, It's like, that also applies to fucking murder.
Yeah. That guy's
Jim next
scary
door,
as hell.
he bashed someone's head in 83. But otherwise, he's great, except for that. Still a road bump.
Because they didn't have his DNA, they just followed him until he threw away a coffee cup.
Yep. That's the one I saw too, was a cigarette butt.
Really?
Yep. And they got one, but it didn't work, so they just kept following him because he just smoked like a motherfucker. Just tossed him out the window. So the real moral of the story is, well, don't give your spit or your cum anywhere. Yeah. But the second moral is don't throw out anything. That's almost, I feel like the whole world knows that now. When you're getting questioned, they're like, would you like a cup of coffee? And, it's just like, they're not trying to serve you here.
That one. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Wow. All right. Another topic?
Yeah. Hit me.
Okay. Let's see here. I was gonna do social, but Josh wasn't in here. Should we do this behind his back or to his face?
Let's do it behind his back.
Behind his back. Okay. Good week of social. Good weekend.
Yeah.
I thought. Hey.
Wait, Josh or Zach? Who's been? I thought Zach's been on it.
Did I say Zach? I meant Zach. I meant neither of them.
Neither of them here, so it doesn't matter.
I thought it was a fun weekend to follow KFC Radio.
What'd you see that you liked?
I did everything. They were work.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Good weekend of social media.
We're complimenting a good weekend of social media.
Look, I was gonna kill myself on Friday, so thank you.
Yeah, there you go. It was a good weekend. That was the
intention.
What?
It was we'll make him want to kill himself, and then he'll do a good job.
Guess what? You fucked yourself because now we know you can do it.
Yeah. Now the bar is officially high.
I said when he got in earlier, I was like, the overcorrection was beautiful.
Yeah.
The pendulum has swung way too far.
And now it's not just corporate media memos from KFC radio accounts.
The best memo, the best social media post of all had nothing to do with Zach or the accounts though. It was you with I'm going to do something. The most ominous tweet from the most suicidal person I know. I'm going to do something. I was legitimately well, this is it.
It was write a blog.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was write the blog or get the beard trimmed.
No. That was a full day affair. I think it was only about 40 minutes from tweet to post.
I'm going to do something.
That 40 minutes was stressful.
Yeah. It's reply right back to me.
You didn't even respond to the group text. That's when I had started as a joke.
Something separate right when that tweet happened, and I was waiting for a response on that because then I saw your text being hey, apropos of absolutely nothing, just want to say hi. How you doing? We love you. But yeah, I was this guy's probably dead.
No, I was just writing a blog. Let's know where that's at.
I'm going to use that tweet, by the way, going forward. And I'm
about to do something.
Just if somebody tweets something, I'm going to reply with a screenshot of that. I'm about to do something.
Okay, let's see. So social, we can check that one off. I guess on the same topic, same subject here. I understand podcasts.
Oh, good. Finally, you know our industry, because I don't.
I have listened to no, I don't really get it. I understand being a podcast listener. Because I started listening to the Sunny podcast. Mm-hmm. And I get it now. Like, I get everything now. Like, I hate when they actually talk about, like, what they wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I understand, like I never got into podcasts because I don't need new friends. And I don't want friends. And then I only like conversational conversations. I don't like combative shit like that. Mm-hmm. So I am friends with many people who have podcasts, but I can't listen to those because I put a lot of pressure on myself to be entertained by my friends, so I just don't do that. Mm-hmm. And then I don't want to listen to new podcasts because I'm like, I don't have that connection with those people. Mm-hmm. But with Sonny, I do. They're in that weird thing where I've been friends with quote unquote friends with them for long enough that I get them. I understand their vibe and all that stuff. And I'm not talking on a personal level. I'm talking about
as a fan.
Watching them on Always Sunny, and so I was listening to the podcast, and it's just so funny listening to them be like they're talking about like dead air. And
they're going off the rails.
Dude, they're talking about Charlie just has the shits because he ate queso on Sunday and like fucking.
That's what people want to hear from us.
Dude, Glenn and Rob are talking about like their favorite whiskeys and so every episode of Always Sunny is based on an episode. So episode 1 is The Gang Gets Racist, and there is some discussion about how that all came about and all that shit and what they think of the episode. And then episode 2 is Charlie Wants an Abortion. And then episode 3 is underage drinking. And I was laughing my fucking ass off listening to underage drinking.
Yeah.
Like it is. Because they're, in episode 1, they fully acknowledge they're like, we suck. Like it's funny to hear someone who
suck as podcast.
Yeah. To like you truly admire and be like, we can't do this. And then they're like, we're gonna find our feet, but they're doing like fake like snoozing off. They're like, dead air, this is boring.
Yeah. Well, the thing that you do is, it's almost like you said about your beard trimming. You've never even tried to trim your beard, so if you don't try to have a good beard, you can't get in trouble for having a bad beard.
Right.
It's like if you make fun of yourself it's like trying to like Eminem it, you know what I mean? 8 Mile it, where it's like if we mention that we're not good at this, then we're off the hook. You can't hold it against us. Like that's not how it works though. But those guys are like, what's annoying about these people who are starting podcasts is that they are supremely talented people. Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter of like 15 minutes before that talent is applied to podcasting.
Yeah.
So it's not that they can't do it, it's just that they got to figure it out. Right. And it'll take like 3 episodes to figure it out.
It will take them 5 years like it took us.
Right. Oh, I don't think we figured it out.
But it's just like when they're talking about the nonsense is when I'm like, oh, okay, I get it.
The nonsense is the best part.
That's what I like to hear.
Yes.
I'm listening to my friends talk about like stupid stuff.
Yes.
That's all life is.
That's why this podcast does thrive, is because it's all stupid stuff.
Yeah.
There's very rarely anything that's not stupid. Right? I mean, very rarely.
Very, very rarely. Almost exclusively.
Yeah.
But the Glenn tells a story in underage drinking. They're all talking about their underage drinking stories, which is kind of awesome because you also have like a fucking theme to every discussion.
Yeah.
And so there's some underage drinking stories. And Glenn was telling a story when he was younger and he hung himself. Not intentionally.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it is so he was at Catholic camp or some Christian camp. It was some kind of religious camp.
Right.
And him and his friend found a noose hanging in a barn, and they kept. What?
Legitimate question. Have you ever seen a noose?
It was a very Western themed campground or whatever. He said it was in Alabama or something like that.
That's not Western, John. That's racist.
Yeah, as you're explaining things, yeah. I was thinking lasso in my head. I'm so not racist. I wasn't even thinking like when I hear noose, I picture lasso.
Like, why are you saying lasso?
What is it?
Lasso.
Lasso?
Lasso.
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 I'm so not blue collar. I don't know how to say that word.
Lasso. I don't think.
I say lasso with a French accent. That's how fucking posh I am. A lasso?
Yeah, no, that motherfucker found a lynching noose.
Yeah, no, as you say, I didn't put it together, but I think it sounds right.
Like you got to think that there probably was at some point. Maybe not. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But I could see a scenario where tying that knot was also useful in farming or something like that. And it also just happens to be a great way to break people's necks.
Right. So
there might have been a time in certain places where it's I know how to tie a mean noose for the cows or for the farm or whatever. And it's that's one skill you don't want to fucking have. The Boy Scouts out there are I'm Eagle Scout. I can fucking whip this up real quick. You might want to erase that one from your fucking brain, guy. Give me a break. I can tie a noose. Or maybe not. Maybe there's only one use for a noose, but I've never seen a noose. If I saw a noose, that would freak me out.
Yeah.
I'd be where the fuck did this come from?
Why did you make this?
Yeah, if all of a sudden there was just a noose, that's why, wasn't it hanging in someone's driveway or some shit?
No, it was NASCAR.
NASCAR in the garage, right?
Bubba Wallace.
Just even the sight of it is well, that means somebody
Right.
tied this fucking thing relatively recently. Who the fuck did that? That's scary.
Yeah. Remember that? They were dude, we use it as a rope to pull down the garage door. Why don't you just use the rope part? Why do you have to tie it into a noose?
That's what I'm saying. You can just tie a little bow and fucking hook it down.
But so what they were doing was they were putting it was him and his friend, they were hanging themselves, but holding it with the rope. and then they would
sound very accidental.
And then they would go and they'd get someone and be like, come in, look what happened, look what happened, look what happened. And then they'd be like, ah! Right? So they did this on and off all day. Just getting
How old?
Getting new people. I forget.
That is insanely stupid.
I want to say
so stupid.
I'm sure he said, I'm not sure if I remember exactly, I'm going to say young teens.
Yeah.
And
Wildly reckless.
So they're going back and forth. And then it's Glenn's turn now to be up in the noose. And they've both done it numerous times. And so Glenn gets up there and his friend leaves. And when his friend couldn't find anybody this time, but when his friend came back in, Glenn was arms down, unconscious, arms by his side. So his friend grabs a table, fucking pulls him down, gets him on a table, gets a doctor. Glenn woke up like Jon Snow. Didn't know where he was, what had happened, or anything. And the doctor told him what had happened was that he had hit the nerve, to go to sleep.
Yeah.
He'd hit that right away. So it just knocked him out, and then he was just hanging. And so if his friend didn't act fast, he's dead.
Dude, that's a great story to have.
Unbelievable.
If you don't die from that one, that's awesome. That's something I encourage the kids out there to do that but not die. Because then you got a story for life, bro. That's amazing. Shit.
So anyway, I get podcasts. You get fun stories.
Yeah.
And you get people talking about nonsense. That. I'm only listening to Sonny. I'm not expanding my podcast world, but I fucking love listening.
I never know whether people want to hear your comments on current events, because I equally like both. When I like a person, I want to hear their thoughts on, whatever the news currently is, depending on who you are, if you're smart enough or interesting enough. But I also like when I just hear them wild off the rails talking about their own shit that truly original and nobody else. Tim Dillon's a perfect example. He's either talking politics and shit, or he's talking about his fucking crazy family. And I think we kind of do it here, where it's we're gonna talk about whatever's happening, or fucking whatever time you were raped or something. You know what I mean?
Dude, they're darker than I thought. Charlie and they're very much. I think everything everyone becomes your character is a more exaggerated version of yourself, and I can see their character in all of them.
The weirdest thing to me about the whole group is how Charlie Day is the superstar of the gang in real life.
Is he?
He's done the most movies, the biggest blockbusters.
It's always he's Charlie in him. I would say, I don't know. I think they're all equally. I think they're all pretty equal.
I feel
it might be Rob
no.
now. I think it's Rob at any point now.
I mean, none of them have done any movies on Charlie's level.
I guess Charlie
has the Horrible Bosses.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Horrible Bosses.
He's got like a
And
couple
what
like
was it, Fight?
blockbusters.
What's the teacher one? Him and Ice Cube.
Yeah. Like he's
you're
kind of
right,
like the
you're
funny
right.
sidekick in like several big Hollywood movies.
He was also in like how many commercials was he in for the Super Bowl that one year?
Yeah,
he
that
had
was
like
weird.
6 in
That was
one
weird.
night.
I don't remember that.
And I think but like
Even
when
Rob was like, "When did you shoot all these?" Like
Yeah.
it was because Rob came in like the next week and was like, "I have no idea when he did all this." Like, but he was.
Oh
in
yeah.
a
Now,
ton of them,
now it's
yeah.
ringing a bell. But he like Rob's talking about finding the dead body and calling the police. yeah. It was in
What?
It was in Philly. Like it was
Yeah,
like where he
yeah,
used to,
yeah.
It was at Lemon Hill where they drink and underage drinking.
Yeah.
And he says about calling the cops and being like, found a dead body, and that's my Philly accent. And the cops like they come. And he goes, "Nah, it's just a pile of clothes." And he's like, "No, it's a dead body." He's like, "Nah, it's just a pile of clothes over there." And Rob's like, "No, dude. Like Rob's an adult. Rob's an adult." Like he's like, "No, that's a." I looked at it. I saw it. Its face is shot. Like it's a dead body. And Charles goes, "Well, I mean, it's kind of both when you think about it."
it's not a pile of clothes.
It's very. I highly recommend.
I'm almost jealous of
After this episode,
of doing like when you start a podcast now and you get it, like everything you just described, people figured out now, you know. So they you just got to think of your best stories and come in hot with all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when we've basically told all of our stories, but because we like stumbled into them, talking about other topics. Oh, that reminds me of the one time.
Yeah.
Now you can just be like, all right. You got to tell the time that you fucking hung yourself. You got to tell the time you found a dead body. You got, you know.
But I don't think those stories. I don't think you can plan those stories.
No, you can't. But
I think that, I got the vibe listening to it that none of them went in thinking I'm gonna tell this
that
story
yeah.
because it all comes from Glenn saying, "So do you have any good drinking stories?" And Rob kind of laughs like, "I like how you're trying to put this on some kind of track."
Right.
And then,
this is gonna go.
yeah. And then Rob starts about Lemon Hill. And he's like, "Actually, when I was an adult at Lemon Hill, blah blah blah." So like, maybe they're great actors, but it doesn't like I don't think we've ever had
planned. Like I'm gonna tell that story today,
and it went well.
That's the best
know?
ones. The best ones are the ones that just naturally unfold.
Okay, I have 2 more topics.
Hit me.
I'm gonna say 2 words to you, 3 words to you, and oh, how I hope you don't know what I'm talking about. Adriana Chechik Instagram.
I mean, I know what you're. What do you mean? How am I not gonna know what you're talking about?
It's a recent post.
I think I saw her story recently.
Mike, bring it up.
Well, I saw.
Wait, hey, I gotta find it. But she might have deleted it.
I didn't see her. It was her on Lena the Plug's.
Yup.
That's what you're talking about. How she broke her neck from fucking.
Yup.
Adriana
Bro, why
Chechik.
did that come? I don't think I follow either of them. Why was this on my story on my feed?
Instagram's been doing a lot of suggested for you lately that I don't know. It's probably
I
So-
sent this to you.
No, you sent me.
No.
I know the show exists.
Yeah, so Lena the Plug has a new show called Plug Talk, and Adriana Chechik is the first guest on it.
Just to set this up, these are injuries Adriana Chechik has suffered having sex, and not the position I thought it would be.
Neck now. I have a pinched nerve.
Like a wrestler.
And yeah, my C6 and 7 are out of place. The disc slipped. And then my brain stem actually comes out of pocket a little bit. And I know for a fact it's pile driver from bending my head like this and having that like constant impact.
So do you not do that position anymore?
I mean, I try not to, but it's really hard because it's kind of like, it's like my move.
She's committed to the
Like I
art,
went to
dude.
an orthopedic and he was like, you can't. And I was like, but this is like, but look. This
You
is like
pull it
my
out?
move. Yeah,
So
I
what, you
showed
go to
him.
the doctor and just tell him all this crazy stuff positions you're doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Bro,
I mean that is like she's committed to the art though.
dang shit.
That's like
that's fucking Ronnie Lott.
yeah.
That's fucking,
just chop my
I
finger
don't
off. Let's
give a
go.
shit.
Yeah.
Only is fucking with your brain stem.
Right.
That is, Adriana Chechik is a 1990s linebacker of porn stars.
Right.
Just like, fuck it, I know I'm gonna die from it. I don't give a shit.
Right. Donate my body to science
I just
when it's
want to
done.
contact bodies.
Dude, that position absolutely would destroy your neck and brain. If you do that position more than like once in your whole life, that's something you do to check off and be like, I did it.
Yeah.
The guy doing it, you're like doing that squat
I remember,
thing,
like,
kind of. The girl
looking
doing
once
it's
as-
like, oh my God, okay, we did it, we're done. It's over. She does it like every fucking time.
I will be honest. I also don't know if I would have said that's her. If you asked me what's
No,
Adriana
I agree.
Chechik's move,
Oh,
I don't know if I would have said pile.
I don't know if she, like, it's all her move.
Yeah,
All of it's her.
It's all her. I would say like 3 dicks in your ass. is Adriana
Yeah,
Chechik.
I
would say too many cock and ass is like the Chechik move. That's what she.
I would say like it's just entirely too much spit is an Adriana move, you know. We are in contact with Adriana too. She'll be on the show eventually. When the geography of it all works out, she'll be on the show together.
That clip, I was aghast.
Yeah, that
When she says, because I was like, oh wow, she's never gonna do fucking pile driver anymore.
No, she ain't
And
stopping.
she was like,
She is like a wrestler.
Well, I try to stop.
Dude, like that. Honestly, Adam says it best. Like that is like a wrestler who it's like, if you do another tombstone pile driver, like you're gonna die, and it's like, well, that's what the fans need, man. I gotta jump off the top rope. Like mankind, like I gotta get hit in the head with a chair. I gotta throw myself on the top of the Hell in a Cell. That's what they're expecting.
She is.
And meanwhile, it's
the
like
ultimate.
It's like Adrian. No, it's okay. Like we'll just watch you get fucked every other way. You don't need to fuck with your brainstem, girl. Like I need the porn world needs to step in and be like with like hashtag thank you Adriana and be like, we don't need you to break your fucking vertebrae anymore.
Adrian, we
You've
want
done
you
enough for us.
around for a long time, not a good time.
Right.
I'll make Adriana Chechik a solemn promise right here. If you never do pile driver ever again, I will still watch every scene you do. That's a problem. I will not end an Adriana Chechik scene with a fucking belly full of cum, belly button full of cum, thinking, oh,
She didn't do pile driver.
I wish she got pile driver.
As a matter of
It
fact,
didn't do it.
as a matter of fact, now if I see her doing pile driver, I'm probably not. Well, I'm not able to come, but the whole time I'll be thinking that poor girl's neck.
Your body, it's all out of whack.
Her brainstem is fucked. Come on, let her up, dude. Let her come up for some air. Fuck. Last
Adriana,
topic?
we salute you. Last topic, yeah. Last topic. I got a real problem with a certain group of people. And fucking
Johnny Genocide over here.
I would genocide these people, yeah.
Whoa.
Fart announcers.
The people who fart when they're announcing.
No.
Oh, because that happened last night on Monday Night Football.
No.
With people who are like, I'm gonna fart.
No.
What is a fart?
People
announcer?
fart caller outers. How about that?
Oh, okay.
People who are like, something
Did
stinks.
you fart? Yeah.
Yeah, something stinks.
So you farted recently.
My fucking sister did this to me at dinner Saturday
So
night.
you farted at dinner and got called out.
My fucking sister did this to me at dinner Saturday night.
Oh,
We're
you
sitting
shouldn't be
there-
farting at dinner, you animal.
What happened? It just came out, man. They're having a nice fucking meal, okay?
Yeah, these are all the reasons why you shouldn't be
But you don't
farting.
call someone out for a fart, okay? You fucking, bro, I'm sitting there, fucking little fart sneaks out, okay? I'm already so embarrassed. I'm like, it doesn't even smell that bad. It's not like a,
Well,
no, it didn't. It was a
I think the
there's a
table will be the judge
noticeable
of that.
shift in the air, but it wasn't like fucking, it wasn't like napalm had been dropped, okay?
Right,
it was
right.
a little,
You're at restaurant or at home?
more restaurant.
Oh,
and I was like, it was just a little fart. I had a little fart. And I already immediately start sweating. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Just because I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay?
And everybody knows it's you?
And not everyone could smell it. Just my sister could. In fact, my mom was sitting on the other side of me. She was like, I can't smell anything. Because my sister goes,
She was downwind.
She just goes, something stinks. And like, yeah, man, you just saw me whack fucking 3 scallops whacked in prosciutto. You saw me whack tilapia. You saw me whack shrimp. You saw me whack gnocchi. You saw me whack the rest of your fucking.
Well, now I'm on her side because you were just being irresponsible.
Because everyone was giving. I was at
you
dinner
ate
with
the whole fucking under the sea, bro. You ate everything in the ocean.
I was at dinner with 4 women. They were all like, I can't finish. I was like, fucking pass it over here.
Farted at a table of 4 women?
They was related to all of them. they all took their 23 and me. They're gonna fuck me on DNA sometime down the road. I'm getting it while I can. Then and so she's like, something stinks. And like, yeah, we're all adults at this table.
Sometimes farting happens.
We know what a fart smells like.
Yeah.
There's no reason to embarrass the farter. They're already embarrassed enough. Let the fart linger. Continue the conversation. It'll be gone in a minute. Smell is the most sensitive fucking sense. You'll get used to the fart. Even if you live in this fart for the rest of your life, you'll be used to it in seconds. So shut up and just let it happen.
I am with you. See, this is all depends on if you're the fart her or the fart e.
Dude, I've been the farty a million times where I just shut my mouth.
I do too, but we need someone out there to shame farters. Otherwise, we become a fart-free society. We become like free the fart. Like everyone farts. I don't want to live in farts. There needs to be a healthy dose of embarrassment of farting.
I think we're born with it. It's like original sin.
Well, then we got to keep it going.
I think as a baby, I don't remember it, but I think as a baby, I'd fart. I'm like, oh my God, this is a fucking nightmare.
They do say that the reason why fart humor is so funny forever is because it's like the first thing that you're like taught to be like embarrassed about as a little kid.
Really?
Like poop and shit and farts and stuff is like, you know, it's like taboo in a way or whatever when you're a kid.
I think
so
it's like oxygen. You just know it. You know, like,
yeah.
This is the
But
stuff.
I don't know if you just got away with farts for like 30 years, you probably would just start farting.
You're right, but I think once you're in adulthood, it's listen. We all know what the fuck that stink is. Okay, it's gonna be gone soon.
There's also just something of like I'm
not intentionally farting. I'm not fucking like having you pull my finger. I'm not down. Horn like a little toot.
I like the whoever denied it supplied it. Whoever smelt it dealt it.
It's funny as a kid.
No, it's funny forever.
I mean,
But that's why I like so the fart happens.
And now I have to act like it wasn't
and then
me.
everyone, yeah, but then it's almost like playing rock paper scissors, where it's like you got to play like do they know that I know that they know that I know? Where it's like, should I act like I did it because then I look like I'm guilty? But if I act like I did it, then I'd be like, what are you talking about? But then you can just go back and forth forever and ever and ever.
Do we all need this much anxiety?
The best way to be innocent of farting, obviously, first thing, don't fart, right? But if you're
What's gonna happen?
Second of all, just don't be a disgusting garbage disposal of a human, funneling all sorts of different fish into your mouth.
I was literally just shifting plates. I'll take that.
Yeah. They were probably like, yeah, here, you want some of this tilapia? He's gonna fart. He's gonna fucking fart. Here, have my Chilean sea bass. He's gonna fucking fart.
Bro, you can't feed the animals. There's a sign out there.
Don't feed
the animals. Exist for a reason. Fucking pass gas.
See, this is why we need to shame you, because you're like, yeah, I'm a fucking pass.
Well, it's funny when I'm telling a story. I was trying to shrink into a little ball. I was so embarrassed. I hate farting. But sometimes it happens because I'm a human being and I have feelings. Just don't shame me about them. By the way, speaking of that dinner, real quick, I texted you this. My mom got a text at that dinner. I guess it's from like a charity she's donated to or something like that. And this is their marketing campaign they do.
It's clearly a scam, not a charity.
Well, it's like it has a link to donate more below. It's just, she's so
it's
fucking
like
blind that you can't see the full.
Oh, she had the full fucking sign, like size 24 font on.
It says, this is the text she gets. It's 7:30 Saturday night. Hi, it's Chase Yarborough, and I was shot 6 times at my high school in Santa Fe 3 years ago. I still live with 4 bullets in my arm, back, head, and heart. She just showed that to me in the middle of a fart. My sister's like, does it stink? My mom's like, check out this text. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here.
God, your family Sid is always so weird. It's so fucking bizarre. All right, now that Feidelberg's done with his topics, the Feidelberg topics of the day inside that fucking fun house of a brain of his, we got to do voicemails, we got to do top fives, our interviews, but first, it is Tuesday, which means it's time for your NFL Roundup, and yet again, another edition of Jacqed Up! Jacqed Up! Jackie is remote today, so this will be the first ever on her own Jacqed Up. All right, week 12?
Week 11.
Week 11.
There you go, Jackie.
Jacqed Up. 3 minutes on the clock. Let's go.
Okay, I'll start with Jets, obviously. Flacco started and or he was a quarterback. This game, he didn't play so well. There was like one really embarrassing tackle, or he got it, and then he what was it? Oh, he got sacked, and then then they took the ball, but then it was embarrassing because then am I frozen? Because you guys are frozen.
No, you're good. No, we're not frozen. We're just
power through. Yeah, we're just frozen in time.
No, you guys are like definitely frozen. Okay, whatever. Okay, but that's okay. So he embarrassing. He fell. Then the Dolphins picked it up, and then they fell, and then it was just a mess, which is just very appropriate for Dolphins versus Jets.
Yeah.
Jets lost. Dolphins won. And that was that. And
that really was like the best breakdown of a Dolphins Jets game I've ever heard. That's just how it goes.
It's just how it goes. And then Packers, that game. So Packers Vikings, we're getting close to the end, and the Packers almost have Aaron Rodgers is doing his thing. And then there was a chance that they were going to give him time on the clock. Number one thing you're not supposed to do, and then they didn't give it to him.
You know what happened? They almost gave Aaron Rodgers gave them too much time on the clock. Aaron Rodgers scored so fast on that first play. It was Aaron Rodgers 2-minute drill. It only took one fucking play, and then they somehow So
Aaron Rodgers Kirk Cousins too much time on the clock.
Too much time on the clock could kill you, though, right, Jackie?
What the Vikings did do though is they at the end it got close because they had a little interception, which we said last week not to do. Mm-hmm. And then it almost made it have the Packers ball, but then it wasn't even an interception, but it got close there.
Yeah.
But they got pretty lucky. And then, you know what I think is really hot is Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he's dreamy.
I think he is sexy. And
how did he grow his hair back so fast?
When did he cut it?
He shaved his head, right?
Last year.
And now he's got the full flow again. Even if you let it grow for
I guess
a year,
you're right. It is
be
longer than I
out
thought.
the back of your helmet.
Late season too. That was at the end of the season. It's already all the way back.
He honestly is fucking awesome.
I didn't see the guy. It was last night, right? Yeah, I was at WWE last night.
Oddly enough, watched fucking Sunday Night Football every snap. Jackie, tell us about that.
Well, so it was a close game. It was 34. I'll just break down the end. 34-37, right? And then, pretty much it was 34-37. And then 34 being whoever they were playing against. The Steelers? The Steelers. Yeah. And then they Justin Herbert, I guess he just threw a touchdown. I guess they kind of they just got a touchdown at the end, but there was 2 minutes left.
Yeah. And
then they ended up winning. But he's just really, really a good looking guy, and I enjoy watching him. And then Cowboys Chiefs back. Patrick Mahomes back, just like I said last week. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs usually have a notoriously bad defense, but this time they were pretty good. Dak Prescott was just demolished by their defense.
Maybe you could call him Sack Prescott.
Oh, you could call him Sack Prescott. Did you just come up with that?
That one's free, Jackie.
What?
You can have that one for free.
Okay. So they call him Sack Prescott. I just came up with that. And he wait. I shouldn't be doing notes, but interception and sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 sack. I think that might be the wrong guy, but I'm pretty sure he just didn't play well. And it was a good turnaround for the Chiefs. And then Texans, Titans. The Titans love to lose to bad teams. Mm-hmm. That was a big upset. Mm-hmm. Similarly, the Colts beat the Cowboys?
Nope.
It was the
AFC East. It puts a new team atop the AFC East.
The
Colts beat the Bills.
Yay.
And Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns.
Nope.
The most
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
Did you say no?
I thought him and Eckler had the same amount.
I took 5. Keep going.
Sorry, yeah, no,
Don't you question Jacqed Up?
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Like, I admittedly didn't watch. Please.
Is it called Feits Up or Jacqed Up?
Yeah.
My sincere apologies.
So I'm pretty sure 5 touchdowns, but I mean, I guess John says no. Somebody fact checked that, but I'm pretty sure. And then, but also the thing is, and again, I don't know if this is an original thought. This is not something that I heard from any sports commentator, but it seems like he's really good at just taking it for himself and running the ball to the end zone. I don't know a good phrase for that, but just like he takes it, he carries the team on his back. He doesn't need nobody.
He doesn't need nobody. He carries the team on his back, though.
Your professional analysis was that the guy who scored 5 touchdowns is good at scoring touchdowns?
Yeah, no, he doesn't need nobody.
No.
He doesn't need nobody.
If you technically break it down, that is what I said. But I mean, when I was looking at the stats and everything, like he wasn't throwing it to people, to receivers or anything. He was just.
He's not a quarterback.
Oh. Okay, well, still, he was just taking on. He wasn't even getting it from any quarterback. Then that's even better. He was just taking it he just did it himself.
That's what's up.
Did they run a wildcat?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I actually don't.
I'm pretty sure the quarterback was handing him the ball.
Yeah. Okay, the point is that he just seems like he's doing a good job. That's my analysis.
Yeah, well, listen, five touchdowns.
He's definitely in the consideration for MVP, so he's doing an awesome job. That's for sure. I apologize. I don't know why I'm speaking up. I should again. I did nothing but trim my beard and watch wrestling yesterday. So
why don't you just pipe down while the real fucking football expert's speaking? Thank you very much.
That's pretty much it. I guess. Let's just check. Oh, Michael Badgley's also really hot. He's a kicker for the Colts.
He's a kicker for the Colts?
Yeah.
I was going to say, who the fuck is Michael Badgley? All right,
that makes sense. Yeah. All right, so that's week 11 of Jacqed Up, and we've decided to be on the lookout for Jackie's picks, which will be appearing on the Barstool Sports.
I don't know anything about gambling. You think I don't know anything about football? I really don't know anything about gambling.
Jackie, have you watched the gentlemen who work for our company gamble? They don't know anything either.
No. But I didn't. You could ask Pavs this. I didn't know what a pick was.
We know that.
Yeah,
we know. But that's what's amazing. I guarantee you that Jackie's picks will probably hit at a relatively normal gambling clip for everyone else here. Yeah. No, we're gonna.
Nobody picks what I pick.
We're gonna make you picks the don't leave time on the clock pick, or the Aaron Rodgers is good, or do the Jets do well pick. It'll be very simple.
I do Justin Herbert gonna look fine as hell next week.
Well, I don't know if we can gamble on that, but we'll figure out something for you and your Justin Herbert crush for sure. Jacqed Up, coming to the Barstool Sportsbook near you. If you are in a state that allows gambling, download the Barstool Sportsbook to see Jackie and ride with her or fade her. But West Virginia live now, so if you're down there, you can get involved and place your bets. And that was a beautiful rendition of Jacqed Up.
Jackie, thank you very much.
Thank you. Miss you guys.
Miss you too.
Okay, let's bring in Hannah now.
Shut up!
Yeah, we're gonna cut all that and then put the real one in.
I real quick before we move on, I mentioned WWE last night.
Yeah.
No
appearance of The Rock, huh? No
appearance. Which I was talking about this with my cousin on the train home. How would you handle that? If there's all those rumors,
and you're The Rock?
No, if you're WWE, because I was I took the subway home, and people were filming, screaming, being like, what the fuck did we do all that shit for? So if you're the WWE, once the pay-per-views come in, I'd be like, by the way, The Rock's not here.
I was gonna say, you know what? It's honestly like TV shows when fans come up with crazy theories, and it's like, listen, man, I'm telling you, that's not what's gonna happen here.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you saw, but I imagine you didn't watch. You watched all Sunday Football.
Egg?
That's what I'm saying. The egg.
What is the egg?
Because the egg is also, it was a.
Can I interest you in an egg?
It was a piece of art, right? It's a $100 million piece of art that Vince owns. The Rock in Red Notice is an art thief. So everyone's we're all in the stadium. We're like, It's gonna be The Rock.
Well, maybe
because they kept running advertisements for Red Notice in the stadium.
Maybe
too.
The Rock is going to make an appearance. It just started.
It'll be tonight.
Yeah, maybe, or just the next pay-per-view or whatever.
Because I would be like, look, he's not here, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
right.
Because everyone's pissed.
That's like when you, if you're gonna go away like with your girlfriend to Paris, be like, listen, you're not getting the engagement ring.
Right.
Like I'm telling you right now, we're gonna go to the Eiffel Tower. I don't have a ring. I'm not proposing. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't think The Rock is coming out tonight.
But
The Rock.
the two things that were more outrageous than The Rock not showing up. One, not a piece of fucking candy in Barclays Center. Did a full walk around, checked every fucking vendor. No one sold. Motherfuckers wanted the bag of M&Ms. Mm-hmm. No M&Ms. Second crazy thing, I'm getting in line to get. I got like a chicken sandwich or some shit like that. It's so hard. Like Barclays is hard, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted a fucking hot dog. I just wanted some arena food. Mm-hmm. It's like banh mi, chicken sandwiches. Like, it's just like. You can have those things.
We gotta have the staples,
but
too.
they can't be the common spot, right? Like yeah, sure, have a banh mi, have a sushi, whatever. But like
banh mi is.
I don't know. It's BAHNMI. It's like some kind of.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah. But like those were every one. I was like, I just want a hot dog, man. But so I'm in line, and this kid asked me, he's like, "You in 117?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm in fucking." I said I'm in section F, which because I didn't even know another section to say. I was on the floor. I was fucking 2 rows from the
I'm in the ring, motherfucker.
Yo, my seat said Feidelberg, bitch.
Yeah. I had assigned seating at an arena.
But I kind of panicked and didn't want to say like section 1, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm in section like F something. And he's like, oh shit, you're on the floor? And I was like, I guess, yeah. And he goes, let me get your ticket. And I was like, no. And he's like, no, for real, like, let me get your ticket. And I was like, nah, like I can't, like, I got it, like it's through work. It's like,
why would you give him your? Why would he get your ticket?
And he's like, but let me, like, he's like, dude, like I'm a lifelong fan, like let me just get your ticket. And
what does this mean?
And I was like, no, I can't give you my ticket, I can't. And he's like, but like, let me just, let me
just jerk off with you.
He goes, all right, let me just take a picture of it on my phone. And I was like, nah. And I'm trying to play it like, nah.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, man, all right. And then like, we stand there silently again for a couple of seconds, lines long. And he's like, but come on, let me get the ticket.
What the fuck?
And I was like, nah, man, I can't. I kind of got a little more stern, which is not very stern at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, man, I can't give you my ticket. And he's like, all right. I gotta ask one more time, man. Can I get your ticket? And I left. I got out of line. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm not.
Absolutely.
I'm not this hungry. This kid's not getting it. I gotta just leave this line.
Like he thought you were just going to.
I guess
like,
what his
let
plan
him
was
sneak down and like
was to like
find
another seat down there. Yeah.
Wrestling creatures are weird. Let's be honest.
Like
wrestling people are weird.
Fucking weird. Like,
I love him, but
he wasn't like trying to be like he's a little fellow. He wasn't like intimidating. Like, let me get your ticket. It was like. Let me get your ticket.
And like whoever he was with, he was just gonna bail on and just go wander like down on the floor seats.
Yeah.
Like
it was wild.
You should have just punched him in the fucking face. Imagine that. Shut the fuck up.
Ticket.
That guy sucks. That guy's worse than the ice cream jerk off guy. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
You have the worst interactions, man.
Bro, I know.
You have just bred this thing. Like I can go up to Feidelberg and say anything to him because he won't do anything about it.
It's helpful like in storytelling.
Yeah.
And like in content. And they're like, yeah, this crazy shit happened.
The rest of it?
It makes my fucking day-to-day life a living nightmare.
We have to get to the second ad of the podcast.
Of 5.
Second of 5.
Can I take a piss real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Top 5s today is brought to you by Helix Sleep. Sleep is the most important thing that you can get, especially as you get older. If you don't sleep, man, you know what they don't tell you? Let me just quickly opine here for a moment. What they don't tell you is as you get older, the nighttime is just a hellscape of emotion. The sun goes down and your nerves and anxiety just skyrockets and you cannot fall asleep. And then if you have the luxury of doing so, when you wake up in the middle of the night, you wake up panic-stricken and feeling like the world is collapsing in on you and you think and ponder about all of your problems. This fucking fly is gonna, and then you have to try to fall back asleep, and the whole time you're just thinking about like everything that's gone wrong in your life ever, and that's for the relatively normal people. That's for the people who are just fucking normal. Like, I'm not even that crazy, and I still have this kind of shit that happens to me. So the key is to make sure that you fall asleep and stay asleep. You don't want to wake up and have those anxiety, nightmare, freakouts. So that's why you got to have Helix Sleep, which is the mattress that is custom made to fit your body so that you know you're going to get a good night's sleep. You know, some people like it firm, some people like it soft, some people need it big, small, hot, cold, and Helix will determine this by you taking their 2-minute quiz to find out all your preferences for the perfect mattress for you. So you take the quiz, and they will deliver, exactly what size, what shape, what style, what firmness, all of that right to you, so you know you're going to get a good night's sleep, and avoid like the existential dread that can happen in the middle of the night. So go to helixsleep.com/KFC, get $200 off any mattress plus 2 free pillows for anybody who's using the URL helixsleep.com/KFC. Over 12,000 5-star reviews. 1 billion hours have been slept on Helix mattresses. It's helixsleep.com/KFC for $200 off and 2 free pillows. Since yesterday,
Hannah just bumped into me in this hallway and went, "Whoa, love that sweater." I said, "Actually, it's a kimono."
get it right, bitch. It's a kimono with my lasso. Yesterday was the anniversary of John F. Kennedy getting his head blown off.
Yo, it was crazy, man. I was in bed for an hour when I woke up this morning. I saw 70 tweets about the butt fumble, 100 tweets about Scott Stab. No one mentioned JFK to the point that I saw Peter Gammon's tweet about it, and I was like, "Oh, Gammo's going crazy again." Because Gammo has a lot of fucking wrong tweets.
He needs to hang him up.
I was like,
nobody needs to hang him up more than Peter Gammo.
And I was almost embarrassed to send that tweet. Would you have been able to tell me what month JFK was in that?
What did he say?
He just told the story of like how he found out. But like I was like, "Oh, Gammons, he wasn't assassinated."
No, I would have been able to tell you that.
The month or the day?
The month.
I don't know what either.
I would have guessed the 23rd.
Huh?
It's the 22nd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that book that Stephen King wrote, and the show is 11/22/63, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think 63. I would have thought the 3 was with. So I would have been close. But I would have got the 11
program, but that makes sense.
I would have got the 11. I wouldn't have got anything else. But Scott Stapp, the all-time best Thanksgiving halftime performance, Creed, Take You Higher, in the jersey with that guy flying on the fucking acrobat
just fucking
sheets.
Bliss.
Amazing.
Absolute
Glenny
bliss.
Ball said it best. We are not worthy. And the butt fumble is, more tragic than Kennedy getting his head blown off. That's just straight up. That's a fact. That's a fact. One guy's head got blown off. One guy's head went up someone's asshole. You tell me what's worse. So we're going to do top 5 assassinations of all time in honor of JFK.
Did you guys see Trill's Instagram post today,
No.
Tyler? Oh my God. It was the fucking George W. Bush with the baseball, Darren Ravel, Kennedy getting his head blown off.
I mean, that's one of the all-time bad tweets from. You know what though? I think people overrate how bad of a tweet that was. It's a insensitive and like graphic tweet, but like I don't know, it's the fucking anniversary. And it's crazy to put footage of someone's head getting blown off. Yeah, but it's not like
Darren Ravel didn't take the video.
Right. Darren didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Darren didn't film the video. And like
I
I think that like the Ruth Conda type tweets are worse, where it's like people were trying to do something clever or funny or whatever. It's like I don't know. He's a fucking autistic weirdo who doesn't get that you can't put footage of someone's head getting blown off.
Like if
someone else did that, he'd be crushing him.
No, he just never owns stuff. Mm-hmm. Where
afterwards,
you're right, that was ridiculous.
Right. Afterwards, it was all about defending and digging his heels.
Like what was his like? It's never a good time. Like someone was like, Jesus Christ, it's 7:00 in the morning. I crack open Twitter and this is what I see. So there's never a good time to talk about the assassinations of. Like, we're not having a conversation about the like. It's not like you're like I'm here to have a conversation like Charles Barkley. We're gonna have a conversation. Like you just post a video, get retweets. Just say you're
that's all you're doing.
Right.
So
that's what we're all doing here. Who gives a shit? Stop trying to pretend it's more than that.
All right, I'm going to go first. I'm not picking JFK.
Yeah, not me neither. I didn't have my list.
Because you know what? That day, That's not about that. That whole thing is not about JFK getting assassinated. That's about Lee Harvey Oswald getting assassinated. If Lee Harvey Oswald doesn't get shot, it's not even like that big of a conspiracy.
I'm learning. I don't really know much about this. So Lee Harvey Oswald also killed. Oh yeah,
Yeah, Jack Ruby runs up on him and fucking shoots him
Same
on
day?
camera. I don't. Maybe not the same day because he's like cuffed and shit. So they probably had to like maybe a couple days later. I don't know whenever they found Lee Harvey Oswald, they're like bringing him into I think the police station or it's at the police station, and Jack Ruby just runs up and he's like pow pow pow, and that's what made it be like, well, wait a minute, they had to whack this guy because he's gonna talk about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have just been like, I don't know, yeah, this crazy fucking guy didn't like him and he just killed the president. I know. I guess it's like you're not supposed to talk about comics bits outside of their act, but Santino has a joke about that where he's like, nobody's getting assassinated. He was talking about Trump. He's like, can you believe that nobody, he's like, we at least used to try. People would run at him and I tried my hardest. Like, it's a very funny bit. But yeah, without Lee Harvey Oswald getting killed, none of that even becomes a conspiracy theory. That's just like, yeah, the president, people don't like the president, so they fucking killed him. That happened all the fucking time back in the day. So that's when it became a whole
big thing, killing people you didn't like.
Huge thing. Huge to do. Okay, who you got here first?
Jesus.
Nah, that was gonna be my I went with the vein of JFK, but yeah, Jesus is a big one.
Jesus?
I did it at the live show. I had him as my top death of all time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it makes no sense that he wouldn't be the top assassination, but whatever.
I think I said live show like it was like the butterfly effect or the meme of the one little thing knocking down things is like you could do that, the meme. Jesus is assassinated, the little thing. Mark Ruffalo wins an Oscar.
Yeah. Wait, why Mark Ruffalo?
Spotlight.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah.
Jesus' assassination directly led to Mark Ruffalo.
Like Mark Ruffalo should have got out there
Oscar.
at his Oscar speech. He should have been like, "I want to thank Jesus Christ," and not what do you think I'm saying? I'm not giving all praise due to Jesus. I'm saying that guy, Jesus Christ. He's the reason I got this today. So thank you. Yeah, that's a big time butterfly effect. Yeah. I'll go with Julius Caesar. Because I want to say, maybe not the first time ever, but pretty much he popularized getting stabbed in the back, right? That was the whole thing, right? Brutus fucking stabbed him in the back. So, like, without that, do we even really have the phrase, like, you backstabber, you stab me in the back?
Good point.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm sure, yes, people have been stabbed in the back before, but that was the most famous one. And then, like, et tu, Brute, you too, Brutus? That guy, Brutus. What an asshole. Big time asshole move. Like, Jesus Christ.
Two famous lines about being a son of a bitch came from you.
Big time.
Backstabber and two.
Yeah, you really suck, dude.
All right, Franz Ferdinand.
I was on the list for sure.
Archduke Ferdinand.
Yep.
We don't
started a whole fucking world war.
We don't. Oh, I was gonna say we don't get Take Me Out.
Take Me Out?
Take me out. It's a song by the
Wait, what song?
It's a song by the band Franz Ferdinand. Man. Right? If Archduke Ferdinand doesn't get assassinated, these guys don't have a clever enough name to get famous, and I never hear Take Me Out. I am using assassinations that benefit me only me.
I like Spotlight. I like that song. Wait, what is this song? I know I've heard like the band Franz Ferdinand before.
I say, don't you go. You say you don't know.
I say, take me out. Yeah, we'll play it real quick.
Yeah, Take Me Out. Franz Ferdinand. Maybe I don't know it.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the official song of car commercials. I feel like every fucking car is that fucking thing.
Take me out. Franz Ferdinand. You think we're Modest Mouse, but we're not.
Yeah.
Dead on.
I'm gonna go Bob Marley.
Whoa, he's assassinated?
I mean, you're gonna tell me he died of toe cancer or something? Yeah, fucking right.
What's the reason for assassinating him?
CIA killed that motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah. He had that subversive music, man. He was starting the fucking revolution. He was smoking weed, bro. He was a problem for the government. I think they pricked him with a needle that infected him, and he died. Something like that.
That's the rumor, huh?
I think there's something crazy, like he was playing soccer like barefoot in Jamaica, and like that's something like that. Look it up, Pav. Something about toes and needles, and he got.
This is the one that's really fleshed out.
Wait, yeah, infecting. I didn't know you could infect someone with cancer like this, but they did it. Okay, they got him with the cancer needle. They gave him toe cancer when he was playing soccer in Jamaica. Read it out loud there, Pabs. What does it say there? The conspiracy theory part.
Let me start at the top. This claim is several years old, but a 2019 post to Instagram recently regained renewed attention. This page, I'm not seeing anything here, but I know that his dad didn't like him. That's part of the conspiracy theory.
Oh yeah,
like that, yeah.
There's one headline there, the conspiracy theory.
Right
Yeah,
here.
like the
Okay,
actual
yeah.
conspiracy
Adding
theory.
fuel. Before the cancer diagnosis, Marley was shot in the chest for supporting Jamaican Prime Minister Michael Manley, according to The Guardian.
How about that? Bob Marley just ate a bullet to the chest? They don't really tell you that one.
No.
It's like, yeah, he probably got fucking assassinated. They just shot him 2 weeks ago.
They just tried to kill him.
Yeah, they had a failed assassination attempt, and then he ended up dead.
They shot him in the chest and he died of hospital of cancer. Yeah, a little fishy.
Yeah. And so wait, did this ex-CIA guy make a deathbed confession or not?
Said he didn't.
He said he didn't do it?
Said he didn't do
Yeah.
it.
Likely story
wait,
from the...
Bob tried on the shoe and screamed out, "Ouch!" So this guy gave him a pair of shoes. the
Yeah,
CIA
that's what it was.
agent.
Put his shoe on,
Yeah.
and he got pricked with a cancer needle.
And they found a pointed copper metal in the top part of the shoe. They immediately thought it was radioactive or poisoned.
This sounds like a dude's really high. He tried to kill me, man.
Radioactive copper got me.
There's a much better way to kill people than
Radioactive copper in your shoes?
giving them a pair of shoes and then with clearly a needle in it.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's a good way to get somebody at the bowling alley, Be like, I just, I got pricked by a cancer needle. I don't know. Anyway, Bob Marley assassinated, no doubt.
Lennon, John.
I don't like John Lennon.
Yeah, that's why it's a good assassination.
Yeah. True. Shout out to that guy. Yeah, that guy just got out, right?
Oh yeah,
He did, or he's up for parole or soon or something like that.
yeah.
I mean, just look at John Lennon. Looks like just so smug.
he looks like a dude to shoot.
Yeah, there he looks like Jesus. It's just like I just want to kill that guy.
Yeah,
I just look at that guy and it's just like I want to kill him.
Yeah, it's not even like an anti-Beatles thing. Like
That's part of it for me.
I don't like the look of him.
I don't like anything about him. I don't like his smile. I don't like when he doesn't smile. I don't like his glasses. I don't like his
Did you
sunglasses. I
know
don't like
the
his
Beatles
hair.
were broken up by the time they were 27?
I did know that.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that until I learned on the Always Sunny podcast.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that with those stupid glasses.
That's something I'd
I
do.
just want to shoot that guy with a gun.
I wish I had the courage that one man had.
Abraham Lincoln.
Good one.
Yeah, that's to me, that's the OG. Which maybe he's not. Did anyone get assassinated before him?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did anyone in
Like three.
No, not president. I meant president.
Oh.
Like three of them.
Really? Those guys really don't get any love.
No.
Because I knew there was other ones, but
They
I
did free
figured they were
slaves.
all. Yeah, that's that.
You want a lot of love for
Well,
being
yeah,
assassinated?
that makes sense because
free slaves.
Because I mean, relatively speaking, Abe is kind of, after him is like almost the 1900s. So yeah, there's had to be. What was it? Taft got assassinated. McKinley got assassinated, right? Taft died in a hot tub.
This segment for this long, and you haven't realized I don't know shit.
Taft
about
died in
history.
a tub.
Taft just got stuck in a tub.
Taft died in a tub. He was too fat. He died in a tub.
Somebody pointed out we've been talking about Taft a lot lately. And
a lot.
the only thing we know is
He died in a tub.
He got stuck in a tub.
No, he died in a tub.
Yeah.
Say it right. He died in a tub. McKinley got assassinated, right? No, Polk got assassinated.
I forget one of them, like his entire cabinet. It was like a coordinated.
Yeah.
They tried to kill everyone. One guy survived. They tried to stab him in the throat, but because of an earlier assassination attempt, his
was
neck
rocking,
was
like, some armor.
broken. So he had a neck brace on, and they used to make him out of metal. So they stabbed it, and it like came off, and then they like killed the assassin.
Wow.
That all could be bullshit. I'm pretty
Taylor,
sure I remember.
Zachary Taylor. He got killed, right?
Zachary Taylor plays linebacker for the Dolphins.
What happened? Perhaps?
He died on the toilet.
Yeah, he got shot.
No, he just illness. Just died on the toilet.
Well, who else got assassinated for fuck's sake?
There's only Abe Lincoln was the first,
He was the first.
and then it goes Garfield
When did Garfield get assassinated?
in 1881.
Wow, that's pretty late.
Yeah, 1865 was the first. That's Abe Lincoln. Garfield's the second, 1881.
Anybody else in the 1900s besides JFK? No. Right?
McKinley, 1901.
Okay, so right
You
there.
mean JFK.
Why did he get assassinated?
McKinley?
Yeah.
Like, didn't Roosevelt get shot then finished a speech?
He's a gangster. So is Reagan. Reagan got shot, or they at least. Did he ever get hit? He got hit, but he survived,
he got
right?
hit, but then the next thing is a balloon.
The
pop.
balloon pop.
It missed me.
That's all-time gangster mode. That's when you realize that all of these presidents, you can right, left, whatever. All these guys, like, they got it. You know what I mean? They got that like swag.
Well, Reagan was an actor.
Huh? Yeah, that's true. So he was the
Reagan.
ultimate. Him. Who's your all-time like? It's like Reagan, JFK. Who's your all-time like swaggy presidents?
Bro.
You don't know.
I am the poster child for like,
Bro.
like it is.
Stop
like,
asking me questions about presidents. I don't know anything about him.
Like I you know how they say like if you don't learn history you're bound to repeat it.
Yeah.
I am the opposite of that. If you don't learn history, you won't have ideas to do bad shit.
Write that down.
I don't have the urge to repeat things. I'm like I didn't hear about bad shit. I'm like, oh, that might have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't have ideas. I don't fucking know anything, man.
Your brain is just a vapid wasteland.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just nothing in there.
Yeah, who's your favorite president? I don't know, man. List presidents. I'll say random names.
Who's
Anyway,
the guy
to-
in the Taken series? Or
to
the-
Abe-
I
the
mean, Abe
Fallen?
Lincoln had dope hats.
Abe Lincoln had Marfan syndrome. That's a little tidbit for you.
What's that?
And I know that because my buddy also has Marfan. The reason why he was so like long and tall and weird long fingers and long shit.
Slender man.
Yeah. It's Marfan syndrome. But what's crazy is, that motherfucker got assassinated. Like, it was just like, hand to the door, gun to the head, pow! Like,
I'm not missing this shot.
yeah, right. There was no, magic bullet. There
Bob
was,
Lee Swagger didn't take that one.
no, that dude had like a musket. That dude like threw a bullet in his head. It was like, pow. He could have like hit him over the head with a pan and probably done the job. But imagine that. Imagine if JFK, if Abe Lincoln got assassinated by just getting hit in the head. Just like, how'd he die? Like a 2x4 to the fucking back of the skull. I just went to the theater and I clocked him.
What that had nothing to do with slavery. He's so goddamn tall that he need the hat too. I couldn't see anything.
He was what, 6'4"? And then with the hat, he had to be like 7 feet tall. Freak. Also, though, without JFK, without Abe first, you don't have all those made up stories. Right? I got assassinated in a theater and ran to a warehouse, and he got assassinated in a warehouse and ran to a theater, and Kennedy's name was Lincoln, and Lincoln's name was Kennedy. It's all those things that are not even true at all.
It's all fake.
All made up. But look at that. I mean, the pictures are just so funny. It's just like you are getting your head blown the fuck off, Abe. Look at that. And next to him is poor.
The president got shot. He got a fucking muzzle burn on his head.
Right. And next to him is poor Mrs. Lincoln. I'll give you $100 if you know what her name is.
Mary Todd.
Fuck. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Did you just read that?
No, that's why I actually knew that.
I didn't know that. I was just gonna say Martha, even knowing there's Martha Washington. I was like, everyone back then's named Martha. Yeah. Okay.
My number 4 is Marjorie Tyrell and the High Sparrow.
Marjorie Tyrell. She.
So Joffrey?
She.
No, the Scepter of the Baylor.
She. Wait. What?
The fucking,
Oh, Marjorie. I was thinking
The
of
girl
Olenna.
or the
I was
old
thinking
woman?
Olenna.
the girl.
Yeah.
What happens to her?
Fucking the Scepter of the
Scepter
Baylor.
Baylor.
The big explosion.
Well, that's not. I mean, like so many other people died in that. Yes.
That's
not
it.
just her.
But that's what was getting assassinated. Bunch of other casualties.
No,
But-
but I thought they wanted the High Sparrow was really the main. guy.
I said Marjorie Tyrell.
Well, then
and the High
which one
Sparrow.
is it? You can't have a double assassination
Oh,
like
of
that.
course you can.
I feel like you got to single somebody out as to be assassinated.
Fucking fine, High Sparrow.
Okay.
I was going to say that's going more massacre.
Yeah, that's more That's more. Yeah, it's more.
There
masculine. It's
were a
more-
lot of casualties, but the goal was to kill him.
Well, see, you just said it there. Them, him, them, her.
There were a couple
Them, him,
people
her.
who she was that.
God, that's such an awesome. That episode.
That scene is
Is
I used to
television-
listen to that music
that song.
regularly.
That's the first time piano was ever used in Game of Thrones, intentionally to make you be confused and be like, "Why is this different? What's going on?" And yeah, it's
I definitely
fact, music,
didn't. I
man.
definitely didn't think that in the moment, but I took note of the music. And
Yeah.
I didn't say to myself, "This is the first time piano's ever been playing."
Right.
But I was like, "This something's happening
Right.
right here." And the build up to that, it is insanity that that's the same television show that we watched in the end.
yeah.
It's just totally impossible that happened. That shit, that was so cool. And then the homeboy jumps out the fucking window. Oh, it's amazing.
One of the best gifts of all time.
Ever. Yeah, that's like not only great television, just great interneting. Last one. I will go with Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh yeah, that is a strong one.
I mean, it's crazy. That one's crazy.
But
We-
you know
we
what's
still
nuts
don't-
is that other chick, she's on trial right now.
I know.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That.
I mean,
Imagine
no
if
one
she
cares
got
because
off.
they're not telling anything about it.
Imagine if they were just like, nah, not guilty. That'd be crazy.
Like her trial has started. She's standing trial currently right
Where
now.
is she? She
I
like
want
in
to
New
say like
York?
New Hampshire. I want to say like in the
I
Northeast.
think they caught her in New Hampshire. But I think she's like in New York,
Okay.
something like that. I imagine like send her to like Rikers. Imagine a bitch like that's got to go to.
Dude,
like, some-
I bet she doesn't do it in jail time.
I mean, what's the point of being anybody of influence if you do jail time?
Nothing.
Like, for the sake of everybody else, she can't do jail time.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
like not even for the sake of we can't let her snitch and all that shit. More for the sake of nobody's gonna want to be an international villain if it means you're gonna end up in jail. We gotta have our like safety system here where it's like, don't worry, we always come and save you. Supervillains take care of supervillains. You know? If Ghislaine can just go away for 60 years, then what's even the fucking point of being a pimp?
Do you know where she is?
Doesn't matter, but
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
But
Okay.
but you know, even still, like it all became a meme and a joke, and it's like it arguably was like the most revealing thing to happen in like modern history, and it proved like so many conspiracy theories true, and everyone just kind of laughed about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
That's
totally crazy.
the way it works when you are the proletariat. To find humor in it, to get through the day. When you know the game is rigged.
This guy sounds like a learned man to me. I don't know what he's talking about.
Number 5 is Jennifer Connelly.
In what? Jennifer Connelly.
Is that in the Fallen franchise? No.
No, it's in I forget what movie it is.
Jennifer.
What's the heroin movie with Jared Leto?
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream.
She gets killed in that. She's
No, but ass to ass.
I would do the exact same thing. You're like the MSG guard. Yeah, yeah. That was
Bro.
the worst joke I've ever
that
heard.
was the first one I wrote down.
Yes. That is how I remember how to spell assassinate. Ass, ass. That guy going ass to ass. Ah, that guy, by the way, that scene. It's like, chill out. Like, we're gonna do some cool shit with strippers. Don't fucking ruin it for us by being overly eager. Ass to ass. That was the worst joke I've ever heard.
No, come on, that's a 10 out of 10.
I hope.
Class.
I hope. Was that camera on his face?
Yeah, I had it on one shot.
You did the Shane Gillis like, yeah.
That was unbelievable.
I'm sitting here. I'm like,
bro,
I was about to be like, in order to be assassinated, you need to be like a person of power or influence. What are you talking about?
ass to ass. The I almost went 1, so you didn't steal it. I was like, all right, is he gonna do Jesus or the Jennifer Connelly ass to ass joke?
I hate you so much. Let us know your best assassinations. and we'll get into voicemails now. Voicemails are brought to you by Movement. Movement watches, Movement sunglasses. They are the truth. Let me get these stupid John Lennon glasses out after I trashed them. I will, in fact, rock them because they do look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just don't like them when they're on John Lennon. I like them when they're on me. I don't like them when they're on John Lennon. It's the holiday season, which means you gotta get gifts for guys in your life. And, I don't know why people say this. I've made this argument many times. Guys are hard to shop for. It's like, no, we're fucking not. But to make it easy for you, go to Movement. Get the watches, get the sunglasses, get the eyeglasses. People want to look sleek. They want to look cool. They want to look. They want to be matching. They want to be trendy. They want to be in vogue. And that's what Movement gets the job done for you in an easy and affordable way, where you don't have to worry about is this gift too much? Is it not enough? Is it too expensive? Is it not expensive enough? Is it too? Is he gonna think too much into it? No, just a nice watch with a nice matching pair of glasses. And they're going to like what you've done. Help them join the movement. And right now, you can go to mvmt.com/KFC and be the big winner this holiday season with watches that start at just $95. They won't break the bank. They've got the minimalistic designs, and that will never go out of style. So treat yourself, treat the loved ones around you. Whoever it is, they come in curated gift boxes. They have his and hers watches. They have gift guides, free and quick shopping right at your door this time for the holidays. It's mvmt.com/KFC and be the big winner this holiday with a gift for a movement.
Hello to the entire KFC radio crew and anyone who's hanging out in there today. Greetings from Ontario. So, similar to John's pocket sheet, I have a bedside caddy that I keep only my bedtime essentials in. So my candy of choice are Jawbreakers. So I have Jawbreakers, my TV remote, my lighter, and my vibrator. So my 4 must-haves for a splendid bedtime. So my question for you guys is, John, what is currently in your pocket sheet? And everyone else, what would be in your ideal pocket sheet scenario? Like, what must you have within arm's reach when you go to sleep? Also, before anyone comes for me, these are not Casey Musgraves. They say crybaby. Sad boy season forever.
Number 1, my vibrator.
Mine is it's lesser than it used to be. I used to have tobacco in it. I used to have chewing tobacco. I used to have weed in it. I don't have either of those two things. So I basically just I have my remote control, my clicker, and a lot of frozen. I have frozen candies, sour ones in there, and then I have frozen peanut butter cups in there. That's basically it. And I like to eat them together, which I don't know if I've told you that before. I've been on a hot streak of that.
What are you doing?
I put the frozen Sour Patch, frozen candy, and
You're doing like sour candy with peanut butter cups at the same time?
It's unbelievable.
Oh, I got a combination that,
bro. It's so fucking good. It is because what happens is it's a peanut butter and jelly with a little spice on it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
It's fucking divine.
No.
It's so good, dude.
No. We're not doing peanut butter cups with sour
Bro, it's a
Patch Kids.
spicy peanut butter and jelly.
No.
It's fucking unbelievable.
No.
Everyone's doing all right. No one's tried it yet. Can you do me a favor?
No.
Can you run down
Don't
the way and
you
read
do
real
it.
quick and get
No.
just for the family?
oh, I'll eat it.
Just have a couple of fucking.
That's the second weirdest combination I've heard in the past 24 hours. Last night, my roommate goes, like my mom was in town and my little brother, he's like, hey, I'm going to make dinner for you guys. I'm making chili and cinnamon rolls. And I'm like,
that's fucking, what's
I'm
his
like-
dick loves that.
I'm like, that's a weird combo to have together. And I was like, yeah, I guess for dessert, we'll have cinnamon rolls and then
same time.
chili. Fucking, I look over, he's scooping it. With,
Who is somebody real?
Will Compton, I believe, is a big advocate
Really?
of that.
yeah,
I think
he
that's
said it's a big Iowa
thing?
thing. It's Stefan. He's our fucking tech guy. And he's just, I look over, he's scooping with it. I didn't try it. I should have tried it before I talk shit about it.
I'm more inclined to
Yeah.
try that than this fucking shit.
Can we just here get a big old bag of fucking SBKs, big old bag of PBCs.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Justin's if they have them. Nah, get Reese's for it. Well, get Reese's, please. This is, my nips are hard just thinking about it. It is fucking creamy.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Fucking me.
I would need. Let's go with. I would need my 3G. Some
Yeah.
3G in my pocket. I would need some chapstick or whatever.
Yeah, for when you're sucking boys off.
Yeah, dick sucking I'm doing. Maybe I don't need this, but like a thing of lotion for when I want to jerk off.
You go wet in bed?
I'm trying to think of something to put in my pocket.
You gotta have the remote. Click it. There's.
I don't have a TV in my bed. Yeah.
What?
I know, it's crazy. It's a crazy move. When my TV in my living room like 2 years ago broke. I brought the one out and I just like never got another one.
So what do you do at night? Like, what do you do when you go to bed?
I just go to sleep.
Get out of town.
I know, it's crazy.
Really?
It's crazy town. You know what I've been
You
doing?
just go in your room and close your eyes and go to bed?
No, I mean I go on my phone for a while.
I guess it makes sense.
You know what I've been doing? It makes me go to sleep like a motherfucker. I think I might have said this, I don't know. I've been doing audiobooks. Puts me right the fuck to sleep.
Yeah?
It's the only thing that puts me to sleep.
Yeah, you've been like, I don't think it ever came up. Like, we were in Vegas. Came down to the pool. You're just sitting down there reading by yourself. You've been hitting books?
Well, whenever I travel, I'll grab a book like to read on the plane maybe. Mm-hmm. And that book was like some stupid like action fucking book that I like started to get into. But so no, I'm not really. But the books, they're the only thing that, because my brain goes crazy at night. I when you were out, I was doing Helix Sleep, and I went crazy.
I was gonna say, it's like put a TV in your room, you'll be distracted.
Yeah, but then I'm like too into it. The books is the perfect. It stops my brain from thinking about everything I don't like about my life, and I'm interested enough that I'm just like thinking about the plot, but I'm not interested enough that it's like what happens next, and I just fall asleep. And then I'll wake up and it's like chapter 89, and I'm like, I got to go all the way back to the next day. I never finish these books. I never finish these books. It's crazy. But if I roll over, I need to crack one out. I'll go, and I need some lotion. I don't know.
Fucking lube her up before you fucking flog the dolphin, huh?
Sure. I guess so. And the last one, my vibrator.
Yeah. My butt plug. And I just get my butt plug's attached to my hand.
My butt plug's right here. It's my thumb. Next up.
Yo, what up, KFC Radio? First time, long time. So I'm sitting here in my parents' basement at 3 a.m, just unbelievably stoned. Just watching some Netflix, just chilling, just trying to go to bed. And I go, oh boy, well, I gotta jerk off before I go to bed because, I can't sleep. And so I pull my favorite OnlyFans page, Stella Berry, shout out. And she's just getting absolutely railed by this dude. Right in her ass. It must have been hot there or something, because this dude had unbelievably long balls. I mean, just preposterously long balls. And I'm just sitting there doing my thing, and all that can pop in my head is Kevin talking about his long balls and him nailing a girl, in her ass, and his balls hitting cyclet just like this guy was. And I just burst out laughing. I mean, just crying laughing, sitting here at 3 a.m, high as fuck. Couldn't stop thinking about it. And so I wanted to know, is it weird that pops into my head sometimes when I'm jerking off? Like,
wait, is he saying
This is my favorite
maybe
one.
it's just me, maybe it's other people. I don't know. But yeah, so want to know your thoughts on it. And if you're wondering, yeah, obviously I finished.
That's great.
Is he saying that it just happened? Because I think
fully
dressed.
No, I mean
Thank you very much, Zach.
that guy looked like he had the eyes of a man who had just been laughing about the long balls. Pass him over. No free ads.
Yeah, these are fucking random sour candy.
My mouth just started watering at the sight of Reese's cups. I'm such a fucking fat kid.
All right. Ready? Couple of these. Oh, man, I'm fucking hard. Well, bad. Long. Oh.
Oh,
Wait.
so bad.
What?
It is like a peanut butter.
Spicy PBJ.
It is like a PBJ. He's right. I don't like it, but it does like a peanut butter and jelly. Yep.
I've been whacking the fuck out of these dudes. Bro, I just sit in my bed like this. You want to try one?
I gotta try it.
Go on.
Yeah. It really is. It really is like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. It's crazy.
This is good. It's really so good. I just fucking, my pocket is just full to the brim. And but I usually get, I have the individual Reese's, individual Justin's, and I know the exact recipe for that.
Yeah.
It's two SPKs to one mini cup. So
that makes sense.
It's a little harder to do with this.
Right.
Get like
You've just been smashing those, haven't you?
fucking hammering. Bro, I ate those from 8 o'clock this morning until 11 a.m. before I got out of bed.
3 hours of that shit. Man, that's great. I love the edge of the peanut butter cup.
here. I don't know how that happens. It's a PBJ.
You not have one yet?
Not yet. I'm cutting.
Here's a cup.
Spicy PBJs is the only way to call it, and it is. It's two. So get 2 to a bite. Have like a. It's two to like a mini cup. You know what I mean? Like the individually wrapped cups. You got one of these?
You're not smoking.
You're all set? What does that mean?
I'm allergic to peanut butter. That's why.
Oh, yeah. You are gay.
I didn't want to say this. I have never brought this up. You guys have had peanut butter in here, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going to do anything about it because I knew you two make fun of anyone who does. And so
That's why he's gay.
entire time.
That's why he's gay.
This entire time I've worked in this podcast, I've tried to get away with not being gay. I was really hoping this wasn't going to be the time.
He was in like 6th grade. He was in 6th grade. Couldn't have any peanut butter. And he was like, I'm going to fuck guys. I'm not a normal boy. I'm going to fuck boys because I can't have peanut butter. Can you obviously you can be in the room, right?
Well, allegedly.
I will find out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I won't die.
Yeah.
Don't kiss me.
To be clear, I did not know that before I sent him to buy peanut butter.
That is pretty funny.
I did. I totally
This
forgot.
This will kill me.
My bad.
No thanks. I'll die.
What was the first joke there?
Yeah, sorry. I just started eating the Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, God, it's so good. It's the best snack.
It's not. I mean, I'd still rather just have regular.
Not me. Not me. Nick?
Yeah, it's like somebody poured a bunch of sugar in a PB&J.
Spicy PBJ.
Yeah. That is it. Meanwhile, fake Buddha over here is thinking about me banging clits.
Fucking Kevin, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Time to sling bells, baby.
Grandfather clock up in here. But what is the question?
Oh, there's another one.
Is that normal?
Is it weird that he thinks about KFC radio stuff when he jerks off?
I think that happens more often than not with our listeners at this point. We've covered it all, man. Like to the point that any given situation you find yourself in, you'd be like, that's what John and Kevin said. I mean, we've done it all. We've done absolutely everything. So at this point, I think it's unavoidable.
Yeah, you're welcome, I guess.
Yeah.
/ welcome. Fucking sorry. What's the weirdest thing you ever jerked off to? Like that pops into your head while you jerked off.
I mean, probably.
Mine's probably a woman. I don't know.
I was gonna say mine's probably a dude. Right? I don't know, some gay shit.
You just had a random dude pop in, like guys fucking.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I've seen like Peter North fuck a dude before, you know.
You seen Peter North fuck dudes?
Yeah, gay for pay, bro. That's where all male porn stars start.
I knew that there was a lot of money.
I watched Peter North fuck a guy in his mouth on a bench press. Guy was like laid back over it. He was just like, "Pow!" It's crazy.
Bro, this isn't something you stumbled upon. You watched this video.
Well, once I stumbled upon it, I watched it. Hell yeah. Like, that's Peter North. I was like, and I'm sitting there going, that dude's about to take a load, man.
Yeah.
You know what's about to happen.
He doesn't even know what he's
Peter
in
North's about
for.
to pop off, homie.
that just so you know, sir, that gentleman is very famous in the heterosexual world.
That gentleman is hydrated.
What's up, KFC, Feits, rest of the crew? I remember you guys a couple weeks ago talking about inappropriate shower jerk-offs, and I thought that was really funny, and I'm just
really cultivating
glad to
something.
know that I'm not the only animal out there. But anyways, a couple weeks ago, I was in bed with this girl, and we're doing our thing, and out of nowhere she just says, "Do you want to get a little crazy?" And so I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?"
Define.
She said, and then she says, "Yes or no? Do you want to get crazy?"
Oh, I love her.
So, obviously, I have to say yes, right? So
Let's kill a
there's
man.
a lot of things going through my head at this point. I'm like, is she gonna like tie me up? Is she gonna slap me around? Like, is she gonna stick something in my ass? Like, I don't know.
Really? Those are like the three. That's the Holy Trinity.
So what she does is she turns around and gets on her hands and knees, and so I'm like, oh, sweet. Like, she meant anal. So I go for that, and turns out she did not mean anal at all. Like, she was not having it. What she had meant by get a little crazy was just doggy style, right? But anyway, I'd like to know, am I the asshole for thinking she meant anal? And also, what's the first thing you guys think of if somebody says, let's get a little crazy in bed? Let me know.
Shout out to this guy for putting his face on this one. I'm going to say everyone's the asshole on this. You can't just go running your dick up in asses without having like some sort of conversation. Also, I mean, what is this, like the 1800s? Doggy style is not.
What are we even talking
crazy
about here? Like, crazy.
Like, that's on her. That's irresponsible of her. But you can't just be like, dick in your ass.
For reference, Kevin's first thought was murder.
If a girl says to me, "You want to get nuts?" and then I say, like, "What do you mean?" and she's like, "Yes or no," I'm expecting some great. I'm not expecting any sexual position at all. We're talking well beyond a different sexual position.
I know I'm not walking out there without a bloodletting. It's a real.
Yo, man, it's so funny to think though. Like, yeah, I don't know how old that guy looked, like relatively like normal age, but like, yeah, there's probably a time when I was like, 17, if some chick was like, "You want to get nuts?" that meant like slap my butt, and now it's like, I don't know, like tie off my penis until the blood is like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know anymore.
What's your favorite Mortal Kombat Ford fatality? Do it.
Exactly. I mean, let's get crazy when you're 36 means fucking who knows, dude. Like Russian roulette up in here. Just pulls a fucking revolver out, dude. God damn. You ever see?
She starts fucking. He ties a chain to your cock. Next thing you hear a fucking F-150 revving in the driveway. Like, yeah, this is the stuff. Feel just like Paul Walker in Joyride.
All that being said, you cannot put your dick in someone's ass without being like, I'm gonna stick my dick in your ass.
Just sticks a dick in his ass.
That is wildly reckless in the year 2021. But yeah, you guys are not sexually compatible, to say the least. There's this movie. I can't remember what movie this is, but it's one of these movies where like everyone's in the same hotel and everything's different going on in different rooms, and there's this guy who's like a high roller.
Is it a Cusack film?
No. Maybe.
I know he's in a hotel movie. I thought you liked that movie.
No, Identity. That's something else. This guy, he's like the bellhop in this hotel, and they play this. And there's 2 people in this room, and they play this game. How many times can you light your lighter in a row successfully without where sometimes it just sparks but doesn't light? And this guy is like, I guarantee my lighter. Yeah, I think so. Wait, is that it?
What about 4 rooms?
That's what he pulled up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I meant 1408 then.
No, it's not that. But 4 rooms is what he pulled up. It might be 4 rooms. The bellboy takes the money. Yes. Click that. That. It chops the finger off, I think. Yes, yeah, it's Tarantino. Yeah. So if the lighter doesn't light, he's supposed to chop his pinky off. he just doesn't hesitate at all, and he just takes the fucking money. It's so awesome. I don't know what the fuck else that movie's about. I just will never forget that scene where he's just like, "Yep, boom, done." That's the kind of shit. You see, some girl says to me, "You want to get crazy?" I'm thinking butcher knives and lighters are coming out. Okay, I'm thinking about losing appendages. All right, let's get into our interviews. We'll start with Lil Esther Pavitsky. Esther, originally her people said no to us. I think like her publicist or some shit was like, we're all set. And then we have the same agent, and he was like, Esther, you guys should do this show. So Esther herself said yes. And then afterwards, I think she realized she was like, she definitely had some preconceived notions because she was like, this was great. Like, that was really enjoyable. I was like, you really were like dreading this, apparently. She was. And then I think even when we started, it was like we were being weird, I think. So we get weird with Esther. But we ended up being the odd couple. The odd. Yeah, we really do at this point. We are not accommodating anybody ever.
I think I was saying, I don't know if you were in the room or not, but I was talking about how like we need to embrace the weirdness on social media and stuff like that. And I was like, despite the fact that our catchphrase has kind of become be normal. We're
so far from normal.
We have strayed far from God's light.
So far from But it's like be normal in like social settings, be weird and everything else.
Yeah, you're trying to be entertaining, be weird about it.
Yeah, exactly. So Esther on KFC Radio is brought to you by Roman. If you wanna get weird with it, if you want to get a little crazy, as some girls may say, you might need a little bit of extra help, Because I'll be honest, if I'm thinking about like losing pinkies and blood flow is gonna be a problem and stuff, like how am I gonna keep the blood in my dick going if I have an open wound?
Again? I don't know. Could be cool.
Could be I don't know. Could be cool. You're gonna need some help, and that's where Roman comes in with not only prescription strength solutions like erectile dysfunction medication, but also non-prescription but FDA approved solutions like the Roman swipes, which you open up and rub on your dick. You know what the Roman swipes are good for? The airlock problem. Where, like you can't be exposed to air.
Yeah.
If you need to like take your dick out and be outside of the girl or a guy for a period of time, having the Roman swipe on there, it almost is like a little it keeps you from being exposed to the elements. So the Roman swipes, clinically proven to help you last longer.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you could blow on it. You won't feel it. You will not feel it. You cannot feel your dick getting blown on if you have a Roman swipe on you. So you open it up, take it out of the packet, rub it on your dick. You last that much longer. Still can feel it. Still enjoy it. You just get like 50% longer in bed. Don't quote me on that number, but if you're gonna fuck for like 4 minutes, you'll get an extra 2. It's about right. Go to GetRoman.com/KFC to get your first month of swipes for just $5. That's GetRoman.com/KFC for Roman swipes for just $5. It's Esther Pavitsky. Let's talk to her.
Do numbers have personalities too?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain which numbers and what are their personalities.
Like 2 is kind of slutty.
What?
This is exactly what she was just saying.
Jackie was just
who's slutty in your 1 to 10?
There wasn't a slutty one.
Oh, I thought you had a slutty one.
7 is dating 9.
But 9 is emotionally unavailable or something?
9 is emotionally abusive.
She came up with that when she was a child.
And 3 and 4 are best friends.
3 and 4 are best
7
friends.
babysits 4.
7 babysits 4, and 4 is the Girl Scout, and she goes around.
She
4
goes
and 5
around.
are best friends, but it's awkward because 5 and 6 are also best friends, and 6 tries to keep 5. And is jealous of the relationship that 4.
This sounds like how I describe role play. I'm like, and then I'm the Girl Scout, and you be emotionally turned unavailable. Okay?
But 7 slutty?
2 is slutty.
2 slutty. 2 slutty.
Yeah.
Why?
I just like see it. Like 2 is like petite and like just like she has her. I'm like describing the fantasy of myself.
I was gonna say, are we looking in the mirror here?
I'm like, she's
The
a
girl,
brunette.
Little Esther. I
She's 5 feet tall and she's beautiful.
I can see like 2 has a lot of confidence. I can see that. 2
Yeah.
2 has confidence. 2 has attitude. It's like, you know what I mean?
I don't know
Like,
what you-
2 is
no, I don't know what you guys
everything
are talking
that
about.
1 wishes it could be.
yeah. All
Well,
right.
yeah, but
I'm
then
kinda-
3 is everything that 2 wants to be.
3 is too much.
3's a slob.
Well, then what's 4? If 3 is too much, 4 is just a
4 is a
gluttonous
marine.
whore.
4 is a marine. 4 is very straight in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 is.
Dare I ask, what's 5?
5, you kind of reset and like you kind of get to be a little more insecure. That again at 5.
What's like
So I see it
120?
makes sense. Describe yourself as 5.
20. Oh,
No, 120.
120. So once you start combining the numbers, things get really crazy, and I need my chart. I need my chart. Do you have my chart?
All right, shout out to Esther. Just a shade smaller than Gabriel Iglesias. one of the craziest things said on this podcast today, and we used the words bloodletting. Okay, insanity.
I still think he's fucking short.
I know you do.
It's one of the most outrageous hills to die on, but I respect you dying on this hill. It is insane.
It's an objectively wrong hill.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm in on it.
He does a TV show with a bunch of kids, and he's clearly shorter than the kids.
Well, then the kids are 6'3". I don't know what to tell you. All right, now let's get into it with Brian Bumgarner. You know him as Kevin Malone from The Office. He's back, and he's a guy we need like a full sit-down session with, I feel like. I almost need a session with him with no cameras rolling. Just like,
at a bar?
Yeah. Dark whiskey in a dark bar with Brian Bumgarner. But we talk a little bit about The Office, but we get down to brass tacks. We're talking cranberry sauce. We're talking Thanksgiving turkeys. We're talking, the full Monty here of Thanksgiving talk with Brian Bumgarner from The Office. It's brought to you by SimpliSafe. The holidays are here. The wet bandits are on the prowl. You might get all your presents stolen. You might get your loved ones stolen. You might get your house broken into. And whether it's Christmas time or summertime, all year round, you want to make sure you protect your house, your loved ones, and your belongings with SimpliSafe because it's the best home security system in the world.
Not everyone has a Kevin McAllister.
Not everybody can just defend their house with fucking pellet guns and blow torches and shit. Wouldn't that be cool?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Wouldn't
I'd
that be
recommend
cool, though,
SimpliSafe.
if SimpliSafe was like, so here's what we do. We come in. We set up
Shatter
some bowling
ornaments
balls.
all over the windows.
We set up some thumbtacks. we get a bunch of guys with guns sitting there. No, it's all safe with sensors and lights and alarms and outdoor cameras, indoor cameras, everything to protect your property and inside, whether it's a burglar or a fire or a earthquake or a flood or a tornado or whatever else. Oh my God. Shay, yesterday we're in the car. I actually have it all recorded because I knew something stupid was coming. So I started filming it. She's just like, Dad, what do we do if trees fall down? What do we do if a tree falls on the house? And I was like, it's just not gonna happen. And then I
fell on my house.
Well, it could happen, right? But she's like, what do I do if I think she was worried about a tree falling on her. And I was just like, it's not that doesn't happen unless there's like a lot of wind or, a hurricane or a tornado. And she's like, well, how does a tornado happen? And I was like, I don't know, like the hot air and then the warm air and the cold air. And then it's crazy. And then I started to like explain all these different ways that trees might fall. And she was kind of like, well, that might happen near our house. And I was like, fuck, it might. I was like, you just don't need to be worried about trees falling on you, okay? I promise you that. Yeah. But if a tree happens to fall, SimpliSafe got you covered there too. Go to SimpliSafe, SIMPLI, safe.com/KFC Radio. Get 50% off your new home security system by visiting SimpliSafe.com/KFC Radio for Black Friday. 50% off the whole system. That's half off. That's SimpliSafe.com/KFC Radio. Let's talk to Brian Baumgartner on KFC Radio.
I don't know why I'm even going to say this. I watched the 1 Minute Man.
Oh, thank you.
Basically, yeah, every time. And most of the time, I think you're an idiot.
Guess what? Me too.
I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I gotta give him that. Oh, wait, we're a sponsor deal, right?
Yeah, don't mind. Yeah, that's fine. Well, when do you think I'm an idiot? Give me an example of when you thought I was an idiot.
Yeah, because we can tag team him here. I'm with you.
I would. Now it's going to seem I'm not going to be able to pull it right now. I've been talking to people since like
I know
7:45.
I know
this morning.
you're earning your money, man. You're doing the work.
But yeah, no, I really. I'm trying to think of an example. I think.
No, it's okay. I can just be a general idiot. Like I said, I agree with you most of the time too. I can't tell you how many times I do that, and then like new, information comes to light, and I'm like, well, that video's wrong. Like, that whole fucking thing's right down the toilet. And then all day, they're like, do you say this? I'm like, well, it wasn't happening when it was recording.
Yeah,
so
record us at 8 a.m. It's 3 p.m.
No, we're not doing like journalistic research here, pal.
That's right.
So go fuck yourself. But you, sir, are getting into the book game here, man.
Yeah.
This is a nice piece of work.
I mean, truly, because
cool.
I can say this, I have nothing to do with it. It looks beautiful. No, I was very impressed.
There is something about like a book. I feel like, when it does come out nice, it's like, man.
Well, and then I can tell people, like when I first got it, all I could say was, it's thick.
It is. It's a thick one.
It's thick.
It's got girth to it.
Yeah. I was telling people, like, because I'm like, a book? Why is a book? That's what we're doing now? Mm-hmm. But
time's cyclical, man. Everything comes back around.
And there's something, hipsterish about a book.
I'm a pro book guy. Do you read books?
I do read books.
Come on.
No, I do read books. I do.
Yeah, you got defensive about that. Like, I'm reading books.
I know.
I'm not an idiot like you guys.
I went through thousands and thousands. Like NBC had just like buried it of pictures from the show behind the scenes that no one had ever seen before that was out.
That alone is
and the
worth
photo. Yeah, like all these photos that you've never seen before. And the crazy thing was the photographer on the show, like the NBC staff photographer, started dating and is still now partners with Kate Flannery, who played Meredith. So not only do you have like these behind the scene photos, but you have like someone who like became a part of the family, who's taking all the pictures, like definitive pictures of all this time. Yeah, so it was like super fun to go into that.
I saw that go viral. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was like the pictures that Michael actually took at the Christmas party, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, because he was actually taking pictures. And it was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
How often does something like that happen where like something will go viral where you're like, oh, fuck, I didn't even remember that, like, that not even not remember, like that never even crossed my mind that might be a thing out there.
Yeah, well, like back in the day, we were doing, and part of the book we talk about is that we were really, really almost canceled.
Yeah.
Right. Like we were truly after 6 episodes.
That was after season 1?
We were done. I mean, we were done. And there's a chapter that is called "A Billion Things Had to Go Right," which is something that Mike Schur, who like did Parks and Rec and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, is like the most prolific executive producer, not creator now.
He's most too, right?
He's most. But like season 2 started, Steve Carell becomes the biggest movie star on the planet with 40-Year-Old Virgin. And we talked about, like with a bunch of the people, like a room of NBC execs going, fuck, I want to cancel the show, but now we've got Steve Carell.
Mm-hmm.
We can't cancel the show, so let's give it a little more time so we don't look like idiots. And then the show just started picking up and gaining steam.
I didn't realize that.
So you owe everything to 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Kind of.
Yeah.
No, kind of. No, it was like he
happens.
is our pony. Let's ride him as long as we can.
All right, the holiday season is approaching. All I want for Christmas this year is YouTube subscribers. We got to get to 100,000. I want that 100,000 plaque. We've got a goal for all you out there, for everybody. At 100,000 subscribers, Polly Feidelberg will join us on the show. Maybe Well, if not, we'll probably have to trick her into it. But at 100K, you will get poly content. So subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notifications so that you're always watching. Leave a comment below. Talk about it. Post about it. Spread word. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. 100,000 subscribers on KFC Radio for Polly Feidelberg. Let's make it happen.